Alright. Ah, sige. Hay. Sige, let's start lang mga 9:15, 9:20. Let me drink some water and then so unsa Jeff, you'll give two quotes niya si Press John will give one or tagsa-tagsa tang tanan. Si Miss Des, Jeff and John. Sige, I'll be right back. Hello and good evening. Welcome back to our meeting.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Des. Allow me to set up my camera. Hi. Did you find na a speech, Miss Des?
So I have found a speech.
Right. Perfect.
Let's start with evaluation.
Yeah, let's start with Eva.
Okay.
Wait. Hi.
What's the title, Miss Des, speech?
All right. The title is Into the Motives of Mandated Mono Menus.
Sorry, Miss Des, na choppy. Can you repeat it, please? Into the
unknown.
or pwede ma-type sa chat, Miss Des.
Motives of okay. Saha. Oh, my network connection is unstable.
But karon
Unstable
okay
akong
ra, Miss Des.
connection mo. Okay, sige,
karon okay
sige.
ra.
Saha. Loh. Dara. Atong i-type. Oh, i-copy. There.
There, okay.
Na makita?
Yeah, we can see it, Miss Des. Thank you.
Sige. Okay.
Sige, ready na ka, Mix?
Wait, sana.
Nalakay paper and pen.
Nakoy paper and pen. Wakoy camera. Ay. Hi. Like this. There.
Yes, na camera.
Perfect. Sige.
Okay.
Sige, press.
Sige, I will introduce the test speaker. All right. Good evening, everyone. Our test speaker for tonight is Toastmaster Des Balota with the title of his speech, Into the Motives of Mandated Mono Menus. Into the Motives of Mandated Mono Menus, Toastmaster Desiree Balota.
Not so much on which are myths and which are facts. Di ba na ko yung microphone? Okay.
Yes, naaramis that.
Sige, balik. I thought na off. Sige, go. Not so much on which are myths and which are facts, but inasmuch as she takes symbols and actualities seriously. Mirang seasons them with a few grains of salt. She goes to where the flavor is. She despises no dish and celebrates every cuisine, yet you don't spot her in parties because of a profound habit of licking the platter clean. Like you or almost everyone else, she doesn't down just about anything. She's rejected exclusivity and elitism. If some recipe would have them as necessary ingredients, she's committed to trash that rubbish. As she says, for one to claim that precision, accuracy, and completeness is his or hers alone is like forcing down throats the poisoned tablet that garnishes its real name that reads swallow, hook, line, and ocean. It's non-debatable for crying out loud. No room should be given to monopoly. It destroys and makes itself manifest on its masters and subjects more deeply than the spontaneous skin reaction to a crustacean dinner that spoils the romantic date by the shore under the stars. Because to monopolize is to enslave, and to enslave is to disempower. Hail to the wise one who said that absolute power corrupts absolutely. True enough, this is monopoly's face. In business, it hikes prices ever so convulsively. In politics, it creates desperate, starved leeches out of them who prepared and offered themselves to be statesmen. In education, it lures instructors to set aside their competence to preserve the students' ignorance. In religion, it compels the leaders to hold their flock in guilt and obligation. What servings indeed, and how we are addicted to dehumanizing helpings, how we willingly swallow stale and musty meals while we project to a worldwide audience the delight and appreciation of being served the meals deemed fit for the selfless statesman or the sagacious saint. More than just a bitter pill to swallow, is it not? No true chefs nor connoisseurs would merely cater themselves nor their diners the salt, sugar, and fat of hedonistic and nihilistic pleasures. Why then should we go for blind taste tests and loyalties when we can survey all directions, scan all environments, and examine all angles? Why content ourselves with the propaganda of card stacked sites and utterances when we can taste and see for ourselves? Thanks, Mirang, some restaurateurs and bar hosts are no more than self-proclaimed culinary cognoscenti. We have to read the cookbooks, watch what goes on in the kitchen, and stay and keep vigil if necessary. No more of the illusory please. The place of the doctrines of we're right, you're wrong, we're laudable, you're lousy, and we're whole, you're broken is down under. That place where the flushed go. In our attempt to make sense of what is around us, it is delectable as it is entertaining to write stories and songs, but though myths are enduring, they have a shelf life. It will not hurt to ask and dig. True, Mirang. Of research, the fruit is reorientation, of experiment, discovery, of study, enlightenment, and of introspection, realization. Paradigm shifts are not necessarily consequent to impairment of vision and dysfunctional taste buds. Wouldn't it be healthy to obey not without thought and serve not without dignity? Which would we rather take, a lavish dinner in the dark or a modest meal in the light? Which would give a most pleasant aftertaste? Contest host.
Thank you very much, Madam Test Speaker. We will now observe 5 minutes of silence for the evaluation contestants to prepare their notes. I will notify you when the 5 minutes is up. All right, 5 minutes is up. Toastmaster Miko, can you hear us? Sige, please prepare.
Yeah, I can hear you, Press John.
All right, sige. Contestant number 1, Miko Inario. Miko Inario, contestant number 1.
Fellow Toastmasters and friends and Toastmaster Des, do you ever feel like you have too much to eat? In your speech, Toastmaster Des, I was met by a wonderful barrage of sorts, of a lot of words I haven't heard in a long time. But tonight, Toastmaster Des, I believe you delivered a beautiful message telling us about something about food. And I'd like to evaluate you using those letters, FOOD. Starting off with F, Toastmaster Des. Throughout the entire presentation, I believe that it never felt like there was any portion that was forced. Throughout the entire presentation or this spoken poetry, it really rolled off the tongue, Toastmaster Des. Everything really felt like it was delivered in one fell swoop. And I was engrossed. I was joining you on this journey throughout the different kind of palettes presented in your speech. However, Toastmaster Des, I saw that there were two O's, opportunities for us to help our delivery go a bit smoother the next time. The first O, the first opportunity that I saw would be a bit of a better pacing. Because I felt like everything went so smoothly, but everything finished too quickly. If this was an orchestra, I was waiting for more, but we were already at the crescendo. I was getting ready for the appetizer, but we were already at dessert. I felt like there were moments in the speech where we can emphasize a little bit more to allow the audience to take in our message a lot more, especially because the subject matter of the speech is so beautiful. But it might be that for some members of our audience, it might go over their head. So we can let them breathe and allow them a bit more time to take in the message. The second O, Toastmaster Des, would be to maybe a little bit simplify the different analogies that we have in our speech. There were beautiful analogies that I think everyone can get along with. But coupled with the fact that maybe our pacing was a bit too fast, it might go over the heads of many. But there were beautiful things like when you mentioned down under, where the flushed go, or myths are unending, but they have a shelf life. So if we allow these kinds of moments to be simplified and allow our audience to absorb more of our speech, I'm sure that they'll have a better answer to whether they want to have a modest meal in the light or an exquisite meal in the dark. Overall, Toastmaster Des, D stood out. The delivery was impeccable. And I'd like to hear more speeches like that moving forward. Contest chair. We just panic when we see red, huh?
Yay, 316. Good job. All right. Thank you so much, TM Miko, and thank you, TM Des, for that wonderful speech. How do you feel, Mix?
um, I don't think my presentation reflected how sick I feel, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah. You had the energy around pod and the friendliness pod sa pag-deliver to Miss Des tonight. So yeah, good job for that effort. All right. Sige ka nang, maybe we can, I'll just look at the screen. Maybe Jeff, would you like to share your thoughts? How was Miko's evaluation for you?
I felt that it was, you hit it in the nose. But for me, Manggod, yeah, I believe that the pacing was a bit fast. Daghan siya gems that some I cannot really absorb. So I think we have the same take on how we would evaluate ba, like licking the platter clean, like swallow, I don't know, bitter pill to swallow. Those are the things na if dili kayo sila maka-absorb ba, it's hard.
Mm-mm.
Pero I don't have anything to add kay you got everything good in that short amount of time. So well done,
Yeah.
press.
Yeah. Thank you, TM Jeff. How about Miss Chappie? I don't know if you're busy, but if you can share your thoughts also, feel free to share.
Hello, Miss
Hi, good
Chaps.
evening. Hi, good
Good to
Hello.
evening.
see you.
Project ko, yeah. Project ko ni Miko. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Parang kailan lang, impromptu, may sige na siya impromptu, but here you are, evaluation. I think evaluation is what really is challenging speech category to join. So, props to you, Mix. I forgot to take down notes sa meaning sa F. Can you kindly remind me what F meant? Sa imuhang
Um,
cross.
I was stretching for words, so I used
Okay.
forced.
Force. Alright, force.
Like it was
And
not
then
forced though.
it's not force.
Yeah.
And then duha ka O was opportunity. So force, opportunity. And then the last was delivery. So ano lang, this might be nitpicking na, pero you can, so kani magud ang acrostics, you will expect this from most of the contestants. Kinuha na gina nila nga kailang acrostics, and I think Des was the one of the first people who really introduced that kind of or method of delivering the evaluation also. I don't, maybe nitpicking ni ako, but you can, so you talked about the, ni comment ka nga, ang delivery was kind of, sa so murag, paspas kayo, kinahanglan i-pace niya. And then kind of conflicting lang. So I'm going into the content ha. Kind of conflicting lang because you said in the end, ang iyang delivery was impeccable. So,
Yep.
which is it? Is it like, does she need help? Does she need improvement on the delivery or impeccable na? Diba? So kind of confusing lang on that part. And then, instead of using siguro, so we all know that COD means content organization and delivery. Instead of using D for delivery, you can probably look for another adjective to, which is another word which is synonymous to impeccable, para delivery ang imo igamit, and then of course katong ako, opportunity, also look for other words para dili kayo dali lang bitaw ni mo. And then there were some words that you used na similar in the semantic field, if I might say. So take in, you can, instead of saying take in, you could probably use the word consume.
Yeah.
Diba? And instead of saying beautiful, you said beautiful 4 times, I believe, more than 4 times. So instead of beautiful, you can say palatable, para same semantic field gihapon. Kana lang. Kana ra ako na take in the comments for now. But then again, dako kayo may improvement since the first day. I mean, you're already a really speaker. So, padayon lang sa imong growth.
Thank you, Miss Chaps. Layo-layo na sa first day. That was 6 years ago na.
But you still have that cuteness and that charm.
I agree.
So you can use that to your advantage pa.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Ala,
agree.
kasi
Mas
funny.
ng phone.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Karol, gid ko nakalugar sa akong ka. But anyway,
Thank
I'm
you, Miss
really happy
Chappie.
to be here. I like joining practices. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Chappie, for your comments. Sige, let's move on to Kirsten. Hi, Kristen. Are you with Miko or in at home? And if nakadungog ka, please feel free to share your thoughts.
No, she's at home.
Or maybe there.
At
Hi.
home, yes, kanang ako rin ikaw ang ilang gipon say I agree and yeah, or
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kristen. All right. Si Zai, nakadungog ba ka, Zai? Or nag-settle down pa ka dira? Di na ako nag-settle down.
I wasn't able to hear even Miss Dessa's speech. So, yeah, I think half na ko sa part, nasa letter D si Miko. So,
Okay.
I
All
couldn't
right.
give a comment about it.
No problem. Sige, so Miss Joy, thank you, Zai. So Miss Joy also shared her comments. Please na lang ko read mix. And then lastly, let's go to Miss Des. How was it? And what's your feedback for for Miko?
And first, congratulations, Miko, and thank you for your evaluation. Ang akong nakita nga pluses sa evaluation ni Miko is naka-point out siya sa usa ka very prominent nga ang i-improve, which is pacing. And then Miko was also able to point out why pacing is important. So, sa evaluation man good, mo recommend ta nga, uy, hinay-hinayi, atong tagag more attention ang pacing, kay aron ma-observe, aron dili mo go over the audience's head ang speech. So there, man siya, naka-comment ka sa delivery. Now, ang sa akong comment pod is ang imuha pong voice, which was also said, no, sa imuhang voice kanang cordial pud paminawon unya pod ang imuha pong facial expression, no, kay cordial pud tan-awon. So good points on that. Karon sa ako ang suggestions for sa next evaluation is number 1, arita sa kay kana magong dali makitaan kanang yung delivery, kanang ang gestures baron available ba. So kung mo delivery ta, aside sa voice, pwede na siya ma-shorten kadtong comment nga mag-pacing ta kay aron siya kay kadto man siya nga idea murag na nabalik in more than 2 sentences. So okay ra siya nga 2 sentences to siya isulti. Unya ato kay nag-delivery naman ta, apil nato og comment sa eye contact kay your camera is your audience man. Ni maglarong nagbasa for example. And ana. And then also pwede man ta nga kanang mogamit ta og hand gestures nga appropriate because the screen is the stage. So apilan siya aside sa voice projection and vocal variety, apilan pog comments sa gestures o facial expression o use of the stage. Inana. Unya pod sa content nga part, one thing nga akong ma-share yun nga is kana bitong magpalahi manggod ta what else ang na-cover sa atong speech as atong eval na unsa man ang na-cover sa atong eval nga posible nga di ma-cover sa uban, no? So, one thing is unsa man unya human kanang ang atong tan-awon ang kana bitaw significance bitaw sa title kanang sa ako ang sharing which helps pud gyud is sa ha kay naapay gitan-aw diri nga kuan kanang kadit sa ha sa to sa messages na ay dara manay okay there. So unsay relasyon sa title sa speech? Unsay relasyon sa title sa speech? Because ang importante gid ana kung musuwat ka og speech og essay is the title man gud is a promise to be fulfilled. So ang pangutana ana na fulfill ba ang promise sa title sa speech, no? Ana siya. So if kay paspas man siya ang pacing, ana no, so posible nga wala kayo makatch, no? Kay paspas man siya ang pacing. So, pangitaon nimo giun sa pag-fulfill ang title. So, into the motives of monomenous man siya, no? So, kanang giunsa siya pag-fulfill. Pwede siya iduga nga ay for example, may ka nga kanang naay promise ang title nga to be fulfilled pero tingali because di ba ang imong own man ano so maybe because of the pacing wala kay nako ma-absorb o I was not able to absorb enough how the motives of mono menus okay are how the motives of monomenus actually impact impact the society, ingon ana, no? Kay mas nangibabaw man god sa ako ang pananaw ang lain-lain nga putahe. Okay ana ba, no? So because it may be there pero wala makatch aron ma-justify tong mong giingon nga ang pacing kay ang basig na ni escape ana, no? There. So how was the title kanang how did the speech fulfill the promise of its title? Ni a second pod sa acrostic kanang I would suggest nga ang imuhang mga meanings bitaw dili siya contrary, dili siya salungat. So F for example, not forced. Remember nimo sa F, forced naman siya, no? So posible ana unsa kay let's say another F for not forced. Freely flowed baron ana. Oh,
yeah.
freely flowed or fluid and ana siya, no? Oh, unya human pod kadtong opportunities, no? Kung opportunities kay kanang nasulti man to tong delivering and ana, no? Kanang unsa kaha kung sampola na to og unsaon pag-pace, how to pace. So aside nga hinay-hinayan, how to pace it, grupohon ba nimo ang ubang paragraphs, butangan ba nimo og signpost and ana. And then also sa katong giingon nga kanang unsay purpose, diba, kanang your speech informed me or inspired me, sa akong nakita no sa mga contest at the outset isulti na nadaan nga I was informed, I was inspired, I was entertained, or I was persuaded or to consider, to disconsider your point and ana. Unya pud kanang sa organization pwede pud ta nga mo comment sa organization kanang giunsa man kanang nag back and forth ba or nindot ba chronological ba, appropriate ba ang topical and ana. So kana siya pwede sad siya nga madugang unya katong giingon ni Chappie nga semantic field dinana niya ang acrostic is very well known na ba, no? So kanang pwede siya nga ang kanang mga often used na day, I mean often used, so pwede siya nga kanang maingon ta asa dapit ang. So instead nga tong i-signpost ang FFOD ang mga description para pagkaon. So for example, ang signpost number 1, unsa ang palatable, unsa ang appetizing, inana. Niya, human pod ang opportunities like asa ka nga pwede ta modugang og asin na where could we add more flavor, unsa kay atong idugang aron mas makompleto gid atong meal. Inana no. Oh, e dayon ang ending ana kay unsa man pang close at makatong dessert ingon ana, no? So pwede siya nga instead nga letters o ang mo himuong signposts o kanang what the letters that you give stand for, so you could give words or phrases instead. That would be the signposts, and these words or phrases would be along the line of the prevailing semantic field of if the speaker was attentive to that, no, in the speaker's in the content that the speaker delivered. So kana siya, no? So kuan kanang in terms of putting comments sa C sa content, no, giun sa pagpadayag o ang organization giun sa paghanay kana. Okay, so congrats Miko sa imong evaluation, and thank you again sa imong evaluation.
Thank you, Miss Das.
Kanang mo add lang ko lamig kay ni si Miss Dasway. Kanang murag nag-evaluate siya sa iyang evaluator about her speech nga lamig sa kayo. So pwede man siguro na mga tag o acrostic nga dili kay obvious nga word siguro Miss Das, no? Pwede ang acrostic kay muupod ang imong suggestion. Pwede mo ito ba? And then ano sa DI mix was gonna say this. Nakalimot ko sa akong isulti. Nakalimot ko. I was supposed to say something. I'll just remind myself what it was supposed to be. Ay, kaniday. Mo din ni COD. So, if you comment on the content ba, because I rarely hear evaluations with suggestions on the content and organization. Ang delivery, dali na kayo na himo, like as what you said, eye contact, voice, hand gestures, movement on the stage, murag voice, umugid na, murag common na kayo na siya, usually mo na default sa mga tao, but ang makapabugat yun ang content and organization. Pero di lang kay ka super mood well nga imo na noon ipa-change ang speakers sa content sa iyang speech. tingali, and then so I'm not Miss Des nga mabalancing act ba nga, not to say nga oy change your speech entirely, I want you to put this content, but how do you say it na constructive gihapon sa speaker ba when you comment on the content and the organization. I don't know if I'm making sense.
For me, ang kadtong sa na siya part sa speech ni Miko nga nakatouch sa content. Kadtong niingon to kadtong niana siya nga kadtong mga words, and then kadtong naay important message nga i-deliver, no? So kanang kay in line gisulti naman siya nga naay mga points nga mo go over the head. So in terms of content, maingon nga kanang how about, okay, so I already was able to grasp, I was able to chew well and swallow certain points like kaning number 1, kaning number 2. And I believe that you could make me have a better siya. I believe that this could help in the digestion of your of your audience nga. For example, kanang you would group your ideas on number 1. What is a mandated mono menu? So emphasize kani siyang dapita ari siya sa mandate. This was the mandate. Dayon may kag mono menu. So in other words, mo ni siya ang kanang imposition. All right? So kanang imo siyang ang grouping i-recommend siya nga this is this grouping because kanang one thing pwede sad siya kay honestly ang kani siya nga deliver ang kani siyang pagkasulat ani para man siya sa kana bitong basahon lahi man siya ang imuhang ang wording unta kung imo siyang i-deliver orally, no? So pwede siya maingon nga for reading ma-absorb ni kay makabalik man ka og basa, pero orally kanang unsaon ka nato pagtabang ang ato ang audience. So mo tong pwede ta mo gamit anang mo recommend ta og ways to organize our speech. Say for example, you may use the topical nga organization, pwede pod chronological kana siya. I think pwede siya ma-recommend kanang mga pag-group sa idea o pag-group sa images aron siya mas sayon hinumduman ang speech.
All right. Thank you kaayo, Miss Shapi and Miss Des. Good job, Miko, no? I think nothing more to add lang siguro, but siguro for me, like, akong impression sa speech was, there was actually more a deeper message to the play on the food words and the merang, and also, I think, murag, if pwede to nimo siya matackle, there were phrases like, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and all that, and there were mga topics on religion and all that. So I think there was like a deeper meaning pa behind the play on food. So you can also look at the main intention gani of the speaker para sa marashag kana iyang unsa gid iyang main point or main message pud ba. So I think that's how you can establish pud the speech purpose niya. Was it really just simply to give you a play of words kay mo to mag written form magid to siya. So or was there something bigger than that, no, than the play of words? So you can also tackle that for your content. So that's something like an add lang nga a bit of edge ni mga what's the deeper meaning towards the very fancy kanang menu ba, something like that. More to akong ma-add, but I think the rest kay you hit ra gyud sa delivery and sa katong suggestion to simplify. Yeah, kay medyo kuan gito siya, medyo kailangan gito siya i-digest more. So simplify was also very appropriate way to say it also. For me lang pod, for me. So there. All right. Thank you so much to everyone for this evaluation round. We see also other royals join us. So thank you so much for joining this practice session. Miko, would you like to proceed with table topics or go sa other category?
Okay ako either way. What is the motion of I think it might be better. Pwede ra mo ko magsama-sama diri good. Kaya at least imbes early pa, maybe si Zai or si Van, para they don't need to Di sila magpugong sa ilang last match.
Okay. How about you, Zai and Van? Ready? Who's ready? Si
Bato-bato
Zai
pick.
siguro. Si Zai kay magbago-bago pa ni nakasud si Van. Pa-check ko content again unta. So, let's go with you, Zai. Deliver ka on screen or on the mic.
On mic.
Okay. All right. Sige, okay lang good. Okay lang good.
Hindi mo matago ko.
Sige, let's have Zyril sa... Okay, let me just
Yeah,
prepare.
I still have to finish some work.
No worries, no worries. Sige,
Thank
so...
you.
Sige, I will introduce you, Zai, ha? And I will time as well. Sige, wait, let me just raise my hand lang forever para mugawas. All right, sige. So, international speech, contestant number 1, Zyril Enriquez. Almost. Almost Zyril Enriquez.
Life is a series of almosts. When you are lining up at the cashier, then that cashier just decides to close before you get to pay. Or when you are running for dear life for that jeepney and the driver just decides to leave without you. Almost got to pay, almost got a ride. We experience a lot of almosts every day, and I am no different from that. Way back May 2022, I took the Chemical Engineering Board exam. This course of mine has been claimed to have one of the hardest engineering board exams there is. Imagine the most stressful day you ever had and sprinkle it with some math and science. Sounds rough, right? Now, make it happen for 3 consecutive days. That's how it feels to take a chemical engineering board exam. This exam of mine was special to me because I should have taken this 2 years back, the year 2020. But because of the pandemic, it was delayed. So technically, I also had 2 years to scan my notes and solve problems. Within those 2 years, I got a job, I joined Toastmasters, and had all these experiences. And despite that, I almost never forgot to study. My life was work, church, study, Toastmasters for 2 years. Heck, I was even vice president of education at that time. I was almost doing anything and everything. Exam week came and I devoured this exam because everything I studied for showed up. The topics that I focused on were all there. There were just a few questions where I wasn't sure of the answer, but it was fine. Nothing too detrimental. It took about 6 days for the result to come out, and on that day, I took deep, slow breaths as I scrolled down the list of passers and found my name wasn't on the list. I failed. It almost gave me heart attack. When my scores came up, I couldn't believe that I got a 53% out of 100. And one needs at least 70% to pass. Hundreds of questions rushed into my mind as to why I didn't pass. Did I crumple my exam sheets the moment I passed them? Did I leave any dirt on it while I ate? And what was I gonna tell my parents? All these questions concluded into a maybe it's not my time. Our exam takes place every May and October every year. And I was encouraged to give it another try in October that very same year. I applied for the exam, but I never showed up because I was afraid to fail again. May 2023, nada. Because I have convinced myself that I was too busy to even bother. I almost gave up, but I got the courage to take the exam again just last October. And this time, I only studied for 3 days. I could give you a million reasons as to why I have not focused on studying, but that's just the time I could give. 3 days. 3 days for the exam, and 3 days for the results to come out. And this exam was harder than the first one. Once again, I scrolled. This time, I also didn't pass. But I was happy because when the scores came out, I got a 65% out of 100. I just needed 5% more to pass. I almost passed. I gave myself a pat on the back saying I did a good job because I tried. What is almost anyway? To me, almost is ALMOST, a life of making opportunities succeed tomorrow. To delay or a redirection in your life, in our lives. It's up to us to choose which is it, a delay or a redirection. So wait for another jeepney. If you wait long enough, it might be air conditioned. Another friendlier cashier will open up for you, and the next exam might be the one where I'll pass. So I'm taking it again this year. How about you? What are your almosts in life? And what did you do about it? Toastmasters and friends, we must start taking risks because our lives aren't defined by our almost. It's defined by what we do after. An almost will remain an almost if you do nothing. As long as you never give up, we will never give up. We will make a life of making opportunities succeed tomorrow become today. Contest host.
All right. 7:21. I'm not sure pila imong time yesterday, Zai, but this is this is still on time. But 6:58 to 7:21. Siguro the kuan lang. Okay, okay. Sige lang, okay ra. Okay. Sige lang, sige lang. Okay na. Mas medyo ni slow ako nabantayan bitaw karon. Medyo ni slow gamay ang speed. But that's okay. It's still on time. It's still on time. All right. Sige. So kuan, pa-check siya sa content daw. So I'll start lang with Miss Chappie. I see your name on the screen first. Would you like to share your thoughts?
Hi, good evening. Doon na gid ko wala pa paminaog prepared speech. Na anyway, is this the first time? Zai, my gabi is Zai. I hope we could see your face. Is it impossible to see
Wait,
your face tonight?
I don't have my proper webcam. So it's like
Improper.
this one.
There's a proper, there's also an improper. How
Yeah.
are you feeling tonight?
About specifically about what?
Generally today, ba? How are you feeling?
Um, I had a lot to do today. So it was the deadline of our grades. So I have some work to do pa, and I have a early morning and gikan sad ko sa church. So yeah, I had a lot to do today.
So was this the first time that you read your speech today? This is the first time that
No.
you read
It, we have been reading my speech for the past few days. So every day kanang if na suggestions ang uban, try to incorporate it to make it better.
Ikapila ni siya nga version sa speech.
Yeah, I guess it's
Don't worry, because the world champion of public speaking, I forgot his name, but his speech was "Trust is a must." The speech that he delivered was the 26th or 27th version now of his speech. So, murag, dapat 24 versions. It is what it is. It's a work in progress as well, Sai. So, I feel nga tight naman ang speech, but like also I'm tight ba pagkasuwat. Tight pagkasuwat ba. The transitions are there, the story, and I'm looking lang for more siguro flavor to continue the semantic field sa speech ni Ms. Das, a little bit more flavor. And ano, hey, if you're going to deliver this to um, people who kanang would take sa exam, they might be able to relate. But you also have to be mindful with your audience. Makadong ka na ko. Mindful with your audience that they might have kanang daghan na silang experiences sa ilang life ba. So you also have to consider that how to perhaps awaken their I don't know, something another interests ba. So that naman yun siya. So, add taking exams, public, inana ba? You have time. When is the contest? Are we talking about the area contest? Area contest? Yeah. Okay, reading pace.
Tomorrow ang area, Miss
Sorry,
Chappie.
area.
Tomorrow ang
Area.
area.
When is area contest? Tomorrow.
Yes, afternoon.
Oh, wow. Tomorrow
Yes.
afternoon. Wow. Sige. And you're up against Cebu, Queen City. Pick up ng pick pa sa area C1.
Dili na, Miss Chaps. So I think it's Cebu and Queen City.
Cebu and Queen City. And do we know the contestant from Cebu?
And Ayala.
Na international ang Ayala, Zai?
Interesting.
I'm not sure. I think it was
Naa si Leander,
international
Tama.
too. I thought table topics. Okay.
Leander?
I think. Is it?
Leander
Oh,
Ibanez?
anak ni Leander Malaka, anak ni Miss Chin Malaka.
Bilang ko Leander Ibanez. Alam, mga anak naman din. Hindi naman din ang mga gimikasan. Sige, so tight man siya. It's tightly written. Okay, so padayon lang. We hope that the judges they're also going through the same thing as you, but those that take affect that, relate without sila nimo because okay man yung message kanang nasa kay dyan sa message. Have you memorized it? Do you have a problem in memorizing?
I think I'll be able to memorize it just in time.
Interesting. Sige. That's good to know. That's good to know. Sige.
All right. Thank you, Miss Chappie. How about you, Jeff? Would you like to share anything?
I really like the improvements ni Zai. She applied almost, I think, a lot of the suggestions yesterday. Like the question, what are your almost? Kanang you emphasize pod some almost but other almost kay imo lang gipa faster ang pacing. So I think that was discussed also yesterday. And you keep kanang your audience hooked with the question, like you scrolled and you found your name was not on the list. Or it got us hooked sa imong speech for the first and the second time you took it. So good job. Wala na kayo suggest for the content because lisod na if daghan kayo changes, especially since tomorrow na. Pero that's the things that I like to point out lang. Good job, Zai.
Thank you, Jeff. Yes, Miss Chappie, go ahead.
Nakalimot ko. So, when you read the title, when the contest Toastmaster read the title, I actually knew where the speech was going to go. With the engkag katong when you took the exam with 5 days of preparation, ang delivery baga expected. Kapaw na daan. So, add a little bit of
Miss Chappie, sorry, I'm not sure if it's just me, but na choppy ka.
It's choppy.
Ani freeze jud siya di ay.
Yeah.
Yes, na-free siya sa pong endpod.
preparation yung mga ako na patriotic reference kana na naron and more sa sige.
And then na-disconnected siya. Sige lang, balikan na natin si Miss Chappie. I think Miss Joy is still giving her inputs sa chat box. So there, please lang go follow through Zai. And then, Kirsten, would you like to share anything? I think Miko is still resting. Or Kirsten / Miko. Mo ganan i-share or mga, what do you call that? Mga pep talk or words of well wishes.
I should say here
There, hi Miss Chappie. Sorry na
title lang siguro pero dili kayo predictable imong speech. Kana lang but okay naman ang delivery. If that is still possible with the time that we have.
Betaw. Pwede ra pod, yeah. Pwede ra pod pero na mystery gamay. Thank you kayo Miss Chappie. Wala na kay add. Goods na. Okay, goods na. All right, how about you, Miss Des? Wala man response si Kirsten and Miko. I think they're busy. Miss Des, would you like to share something? I think this is the first time you heard the speech.
Yes, it's the first time I heard the speech. First, congrats, Zai. Ganahan kay ko sa kuan as a listener ko kay ko delighted kay ko nakasmile gyud ang ako ang hunahuna og kasing-kasing sa meaning sa ALMOST. And then I also like the images which Jeff shared here no kanang nice nga iyang i-apply ang sprinkle with science and math no kanang bad day na ganin nabutangan mo daghang science and math challenging na gyud kayo siya no or kanang ugtas na kitaan ng adlaw na ibutangan pag yun og daghang science and math nga which we need to analyze. And then I also like the use of everyday examples nga kadtong jeepney o niya kadtong naputoy usa no aside sa jeepney nga kanang hapit-hapita gyud ay ana no there unya kanang for me ang makapa-amplify pa sa imong message would be ang dynamics sa imong voice let's say for example nga kanang ang pacing, for example nagdali-dali na tag-catch sa jeepney, uy nabiyaan pag yun. So kanang i-vary nato ang pacing. Tong sa cashier, no, nga kanang hapit na ta, ako na mo bayad, gamay na lang mang nanira na magadayon, ikaw na last ma'am, ana dayon, no, ikaw na last sir. So kana siya ato ang mabutangan nato facial expression, vocal variety, nga kanang duro kang dali-dali gikutasan na ka, human nabiyaan pag yun. Unya human pod kanang kay ugma na ba ang contest, no, kanang nakabantay ra ba ko sa mga recent na kong na tan-awan nga mga sa international speech nga naay kana bitong naay mga bugat nga naagian, pero naay portion gyud sa speech nga iyang himuong lighthearted. Ang himuon sa speaker, no, nga dunay kanang lightheartedness ang pag convey sa message sa iyahang kasinatian na unya kay tungod ni ana I believe man god nga sa ato ang kay ugma naman anha ta maka play, so na man ganitay idugang kana na lang mga one or two sentences baron idugang or maybe ang sentences nga available na alay gamay nga i-adjust. But ang ako adyong pinaka suggestion, given that you already have the speech and um you also have, I also see the commitment that you had in to the message. I like the ending in which you said that the T, which stands for tomorrow, will already stand for today, no, nindot na agid siya development, no, gikan sa kanang unang meaning sa almost hangtod sa next nga final nga meaning sa almost. So naa siya kana bitong og sa nahimo na siyang expression karon, no, kanang may character development ang mga ideas that you shared. So kana siya nindot siya nga naay movement unya kanang ganahan ko sa fact nga dili ra kana bitong spatial movements ang iyahang kuan, ang movements sa imong speech, kundi naa siya'y kanang cognitive and affective movement kana. So man na siya ako ang na-appreciate gyud sa imuhang sa pagkasulat sa imuhang speech. So dugangan na lang nato sa mga kanang mga punto para sa delivery aron mas ma-amplify pag yun ang imuhang mga gems of wisdom nga naa sa imuhang speech. Congratulations.
Thank you, Miss Des. Ako for me kay kuan la ato nindot na gyud ang speech, no. Thank you kayo for applying the feedback that the fellow royals gave, and then kuan lang gyud ang one last thing lang gyud ko i-request is pause ka after ka mo share sa entire story, and that was before the line of what is almost katong nga line bagbutang before ka mo kuan sa what is almost kay mo naman ang start sa messaging nimo, no, kay pause lang sa gyud, no, pwede ka mo give of relief or sigh of relief or basta pause lang gid ato para mo transition na gid ka to the messaging. But overall kato, I think you're ready na gid, and all the best for tomorrow, Zai. Thank you so much. All right, si Miss Joy, would you like to share, Miss Joy, sa mic or okay na ka sa chat kasi busy pa ka there?
Hello.
But there, okay na. Would you like to share, Miss Joy, anything to add aside from what you
Yeah.
shared in chat?
It might just be me lang po ba? Okay. Perhaps familiar na sa ako of how Zai would normally deliver a speech. So, the pacing becomes predictable for me. Zai, itong siguro put some element of surprise ba nga. Asa ka mo hinay, asa ka mo paspas na. Kasi ganina, I thought na ninot man siya, no, na it seems like I'm listening to music ba. I know na bitaon say melody. I am familiar with how you put melody in your speech ba. So, tagai siya o try lang if makaya pa kasi it's tomorrow naman good. But whatever's the case, you would still be able to deliver it well man bihapon. Siguro familiar lang jud kay ko how you deliver it. So, I was I was waiting for something na sige daw surprise daw of how you could transition the whole or change the whole mood of the speech ba with your pace. Ito lang. Matang salamat.
All right. Thank you, Miss Joy. Thank you, everyone. Sige, so let's move on to the next category. Miko, Van, how are you? Are you there?
I am alive.
Ikaw, Van, naka-settle down na ka?
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are, you are.
Yes,
Would
sir.
you like, kita itong pakuan ni Miko, ikaw or si Van?
Si Van lang sa kiwa pa ko nag-submit ng eligibility.
Wala pa ko submit, sir.
Oh my God.
Wait, asa na makita answer gani?
More link, siguro to ang gisend sa ADs. Link, then fill up ka sa mga PDF. And then I think i-email siguro to sa AD, if I'm not mistaken. Sige lang, okay ra na siya. Dili, na-ara na ikuan. Napamoy time. Basta mo send mo before the contest. Sige, so, sige, let's have Van. Are you ready?
Not really ready, sir. Kay katama pa kong utok after Java, but okay.
Sige lang. We'll just run through. What's again ito ang title, Van? Pain and Plain?
Plain or plain, sir.
Pain or Plain. Okay. Sige, I'll time gihapon. Wait sa. Right. Sige, contestant number 2, Van Woodrow Perpetua. Pain or Plain? Pain or Plain, Van Woodrow Perpetua.
Ouch. Ow. Oh, you're here. Hello there, my good sirs and madams. I hope you're all right. I can see some agony in your eyes. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just because you're Filipino. Let me fix myself for a bit. And I'm done. Greetings once again, and now I have a question for each and every one of you. Is your life entertaining? Can I see some hands? Yes, okay, great. Now, may I ask why? No, of course not, because I'm the one speaking in front. Listen to me. For my case, I can say that mine is very entertaining. Curious? Ask me why. Why? Sige. I think that my life is very entertaining for the very fact that it has pain. Pain? Toastmaster Van, are you a masochist? Of course not, I am not. I just think that pain is something that would make our life very interesting because a sprinkle of it every now and then would give us moments of weakness and joy. Now, why do I think this? Well, ask me why again. We humans find humor in our pain and laughter erupts from our struggles. For most part, we do. Well, what kind of pain am I talking about? There are 4 types. The first one is the pain of the body. Yes, your body. Simple as that. There are 2 types for this, instantaneous and slow burn. Instantaneous is when you hit something or get hit by something. If you run around and get hit by a motorcycle, of course that's gonna cause a lot of pain. If you slap your face, bam, that's also painful. Instantaneous, quick and easy, ouch. Now, what about the other kind? The slow burn. Slow burn is life beating you up by the second. It's you aging. One moment you're 20, quite lively and very perky. Next thing you know it, you got wrinkles and your legs are shaking from arthritis. Your hair turns white and you can no longer see. That's what happens with life. It's simple. Time is just moving forward, and of course, you need to have to go with the flow. Sometimes both of these occur at the same time. There is just a type of instantaneous pace that worsens when you get older. Imagine this, you're an old man and you fall down. Ouch! You hope that nobody sees you. And of course, there are 2 reactions to this. Number 1, you stand up quickly and hope that nobody saw you. And the other type is you acting like a spicy mukbanger. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you don't. It varies. When the pain is too much to cry out, you just have to make the space. Now, for the other kind of pain, the original type of pain I was talking about, there is the pain of the mind. Emotions, mental burdens, stress. These are things that plague you. When you're young, all your problems are simple. It's either your mother didn't allow you to go out during playtime, or you just don't like the carrot that's in your table. Simple as that. That's your only problem. When you're a teenager, it becomes a bit more complicated. You're concerned about clothes, your looks, your grades. Okay, understandable. But most common in today's modern standards is gonna be the word why. Why? Why didn't she choose me? Okay, moving on. When you're an adult, everything is the same. Except now you have a playmate called consequences. Wow, consequences. I wonder what she gives me. Or maybe a he, I don't know them. Now, imagine this. You're working hard, you live alone, and when you get home, you see a piece of paper right in your front door. Hey, I just paid this bill. Why is it back again? Perhaps, I don't know. Get inside, think that you're hungry, open the fridge, and all you see is an onion. Kind of rotting because you bought this last month. You think of ordering something and bam, the delivery fee is 100. So expensive, hurts both the mind and the pocket. Now, Toastmaster Van, why don't you think about buying food outside? Well, your social climber tendencies made you choose to live in a kind of isolated area that looks rich. There's that. Now, let's go to the third type of pain. The pain of the soul. This type of pain is something that you don't really notice. You don't even know it's there. It's just like you standing there, staring at nothingness, realizing that, so this is life. And then you feel kind of sad. This type of pain is so unnoticeable that even right now, this is a phase of pain. So yeah, those are the types of pain, and I think that it is a wonderful thing to have. What's that? I only mentioned 3. Yes, of course. There is a 4th type of pain. This 4th type is the pain in the butt. And no, I'm not talking about diarrhea and constipation. The 4th type of pain is the combination of both physical and mental pain. It can come to you as a condition, a thing, or perhaps a person. Imagine it's 8 p.m. and you're fast asleep. That's because you're old. And then suddenly your neighbor belts out, and you're awake. Bam, quite grumpy. Or imagine you're just driving around the freeway, chill, okay, relax. And then suddenly some dumb person tries to brake check you. Wow, what was that? What the actual fun and free method to meet God, right? A danger to man. Some of these people are. All of these pains in the butt vary in many ways. It can be you getting rained on while holding important documents, or that one kid in your family that wants to use your phone to play around, or that canteen lady with thick eyebrows and strong red lipstick who wants to give you candy because she doesn't have anything to give you as sukli. Anyways, the lesson here, guys, is that our life would be boring without these pains, these agonies. These are the things that make us thrive, for pain is the one thing we share in common and we want to remove it in our life. It is up to us whether we allow it to turn our life into either a comedy or a tragedy. Pain is proof of our life, and praying to God, hopefully, you don't live life being remembered as a pain to others. Just remember, when in pain, smile and say, ouch, aray, agay. A bit of cry, never give up, and never die. Goodbye. Contest host. Overtime.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Nakakalimot kog time. But hapit-hapit jud siya 7, kalimot kog show sa lights. But kuan jud siya, mga almost 7:30 jud siya. Kaya naka-stop jud ko at 7:30 sa kuan. Mga 7:20 something. Yeah. All right, sige lang, sige lang. Let's go to the comments. Let's start with Miss Des. Nakaganan i-share.
First, akong ganahan sa speech is ang wording sa ending. Nindot siya nga pagka-deliver, nindot pod siya pagka-put together ang words. O niya, pod kanang ganahan pod ko sa idea nga kanang pain as a necessity. Yeah, kanang novel siya for me kay that is not usually sa ako ang kasinatian, dili siya usual nga i-take up sa speech nga kanang pain as a necessity. Pain noon nga it follows nga og you are older na, so nana kay mga gibati nga mga sakit-sakit, pero pain as a necessity unya ang speech delivery butangan pag yun siya mga statements nga nag-share og wisdom, so naa siya variety in itself, no, ang humorous speech. Ang ako ang ma-share sa how to let's say unsay pwede siguro nga og unsa lay pwede pa nga madugang or ma-adjust kay ug man ara ba ang contest is kana bitong naa siya'y kanang more jokes, mga punchline. Dugangan pa natog punchline ang pain, no, ang ay pwede siya wordplay, no, butangan na siya puns, that's one way. Butangan siya adan siya og as after those statements nga i-deliver siya kay daugom na pud siya like si Van. I have seen I have listened to him niya may kana siya mo play sa iyang voice aron mo mugawas ang punchline sa kanang iyahang mga punto nga doon na pud siya wisdom pud nga i-appeal. Ang latest nga ang most recent na akong nadunggan kadtong pabibo o niya nindot siya nga niya pagka-deliver na siya kuan gyud na makit-an miss dili gyud ma-miss ba ang wisdom sa speech na apod siya humor. Ang punchlines lang pwede pa siya madugangan og mga joke nga ang punchlines ang himuong transitions sa mga pwede siya na mga punto nga mga i-exaggerate, and then also pod na akadong mga punchlines pod nga mo transition sa kanang mga serious nga statements o sa mga actual nga kasinatian. So kana siya o niya kanang butangan pod nato og kanang um kana bitong story dili lang punchline nga joke siya. Pwede po nga naay kanang funny nga story nga mo serve as pwede siya springboard or glue aron ah, mas amplified ang cohesiveness sa speech. So there, no? Pero kato siya ganahan ko sa kanang topic og sa wording sa especially sa last part sa speech. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Miss Des. Let's go to Jeff. If there's anything to add, this is you. Huwag naman po kaaning a speech before, but if maybe you notice something new or something final final reminder or suggestion.
Actually, ni-add na siya sa mga punchlines like si sorry, si Miss Ging mentioned about punchlines also yesterday, and I think he added some, but as what Miss Des mentioned, mas nindot siya if it were used as a transition or maybe as a springboard. So no, so Van added those elements, pero maybe add it so that it can be flowing para nindot siya also to add puns ka nang i-hide siya within the sentence. If maayo maminaw ang mga judges, they could really pick those up. Yes. So I think more man to ang need and also the time kay murag taas-taas siya from compared to yesterday. Same sila ni Zay, medyo taas sila time. But
yeah,
I think more to for me. Thank you.
all right, thank you, Jeff. How about you, Miss Joy? And then we'll go to Miss Chappie. And then Miko.
Okay man siya. Murag ganahan ako sa mas refined siya karon, I think. Because the first time I heard this was in the actual contest sa club. And I know that impromptu day siya. Dili siya yung gi-prepare ang humorous speech. So mas nindot na refined na siya karon. siguro lang humorous man good or mas ma-appreciate na ko kung makita dito sa full package.
Yeah.
I mean, performance ko makikita dito ko ma-perform ni lahi ba good siya. If perform labi na humorous kasi you need exaggeration na. And then kato lang the time. Kung ba
Yeah, I
siya.
think kuan dito mag 7:28 or kuan kay na-open ako ang app mga sa at 7:30 man gyud. So before ko i-stop sa mga 7:28 siguro to.
Hey,
Ah,
Van, you need to consider, Van, ba nga, there could be times na your audience will laugh and you
yeah.
will need to pause. So, kung naa kay pauses ni na nakataas na, na ang time na na-consume ba, most likely basin mo overtime na ka. Basin mamawa bitaw ka sa consciousness ni mo ba nga you need to look at the time nga wala pa mag-read. So, but if it does happen, be quick to say, I know you'll be quick to think, no, of how you could put ad-libs na malahos ni mo siya diretso sa ending, nga di bitaw siya, di isa siya anak, obviously bitin. That's
Bitaw,
it.
bitaw. Bitaw kay time is gold na jud diri, like the goldest gold. But hopefully kana no, kana sige lang katul hope maka-practice pa jud ka no Van with the final version of it para nakay consistent time nga makita sa imong self. So there, hopefully makuan mga early 7 minutes lang siguro. Kuan lang so far no kay I think kuan good siya. I think for me marag naturally paspason good mo storya si Van. And I think murag part siya sa character gud niya as the storyteller siguro for me. Mao ako na-observe sa recent practices niya. So I hope nga tomorrow Van kay kuan nang jud enjoy and commit to the character, commit to the story and kana enjoy yourself tomorrow para mo ano siya, mo shine through rapid siya sa imong performance. All right, so I wish you all the best Van. Sige, let's go to Miss Shapi and then Miko if you'd like to add anything. Miss Shapi?
Sorry sa ba jud kay where I am ha. Kana apologies lang gyud kayo. And then Van, apologies wala ko kadungog sa imong speech but kani ako pangutan nimo ha. Kanang can you record your speech and then deliver as if kanang contest na gyud tomorrow? And then so you can send it to me. And then second question, na-memorize nimo imong speech? Van, where are you? I want to see you. I can't see you like that.
I don't have camera, Miss Chappie.
Na-memorize nimo imong speech?
Uh, uh, in that regard, Miss Chappie, I'm actually not really fond of fully memorizing a speech because I love entering quips every now and then. So I made a fully prepared speech here. Yeah, I'm trying to cut it down to bullet points na lang jud. Okay, I think it works better for me.
Okay, because I haven't heard you deliver magod a humorous speech. Humorous imo ano?
Yes, Miss Chappie.
Ang ano magod ang crucial magod kay ng humorous kay timing magud gyud na. Nagit sa timing ang timing sa pag-deliver sa punchline. And then if dili imo ma-memorize ang joke, yeah, sila kanang off the cuff ka mo deliver sa imong funny lines, dili siya bitik. Kay praktison magud gid na ang pag-deliver sa punchline niya. Dili ka pwede mag-ilis-ilis sa wordings, sa arrangement sa story, sa narrative, o sa joke. Dili gid pwede. Muna, kinanglan siya i-memorize. For me ha, Miss Ging can attest to this. She's listening in as well from the Gadget October. But when we practice her humorous, katong cougar niya nga speech, memorize yun. Kay parang ang advantage mo good sa memorization of the punchlines and the jokes is dili ka ma-distract. Yung mga tao no, kabaw na kaon sa next line nimo, which is also another joke. So yun anak ba? So I'm just asking you if na-memorize pa nimo, but kasi you have to memorize and then you have to practice the delivery of the punchlines. But anyway, sige lang, tomorrow Can I make one hangyo lang tonight before you go to sleep? Can you deliver it? Your speech. I'll give it a listen and then I'll tell you if nakatawa ko or not because how they judge humorous contests, at least how I judge humorous contests, is mo count yun ko sa big laughs and then the giggles. So the more big laughs, definitely, mugin na siya emerge as a winner. So tomorrow your intention is not to make them smile or make them giggle, but your intention is really to make them laugh sa imong joke because that is a humorous speech contest. Although it's not a series of joke, one-liners, dapat lagi po narrative. But mo lang yun siya. The more jokes that you can deliver within 5 to 7 minutes, and the bigger the laughs, the better. Because this is not just a speech to entertain. It's really, maybe they should change the category or the purpose of this speech. No, dili lang entertain or inspire or sige na, the two purposes. It's form. It's really to make people laugh. You have no other intention but to make people laugh. But this is your first contest, no? Good luck! Oh my gosh, good luck, young man. I'm excited to see you grow in this.
Thank you, Miss Shappy.
Thank you, Miss Chappy. Ikaw, Mix, before we go to your category.
Sa ako ang
For
comment
Van.
for Van. I think akong feeling sa current delivery, it's a bit longer than the one that we delivered during sa club contest. I think more mas ma-feel dyan na nimo tomorrow how you're going to deliver it. But mao na siya. I think atong kunta right now is dito mo over time. But I'm sure you know which part to cut. if makakita na ka sa red light or yellow light tomorrow. So I have complete faith in Van. Actually, kinda katawanan bitaw siya during sa club contest. There's really that element of for the information of everyone who hasn't seen it, for Miss Chappie and Miss Des, nadyo element of gestures, I would say, yan kind of slapstick. Basta it plays into the speech well, I would say. So mo na siya. I think we're gonna have fun tomorrow. So let's just keep it at that. So mo na. So for Van, ay lang ka pressure too much nga kaya wala you want to deliver using bullet points. I think that's fine. Basta ang what Miss Chappie said is true. Ang pinaka true is it needs to be funny. Mao ra jud na.
Ay, sir, na ko ikuan, sir.
Sige, go ahead,
sir.
Van.
Pwede after si ma-practice sa table topics re-deliver ko kay make kong changes well na minaw nila.
Sige. No problem.
Memorize.
Yes, Miss Chappie, I'm not gonna be looking at a copy.
Wow. Katawa mo sa reaction ni Miss Joy. Eh. So for everyone, yan ay quotes. Please send them to President John.
Sige na, use the mic lang. Okay ra good.
Ha?
Sige. Use the mic lang ba if naamoy quote for
Okay,
you.
sige, go.
Ako, sir, na ako i-quote, sir.
Sige, so kuan lang name ni Miko, then quote niya name ni Miko when he's ready.
So, mayon ko, sir, Toastmaster Miko Enario. Yeah, quote.
Yeah, then quote, then Toastmaster Miko Enario para maanad lang siya.
Sige. Toastmaster Miko
Van.
Enario.
Hinay dito yung volume, Van.
Hinay day, sir.
Kana, better.
Sige, sir. Toastmaster Miko Enario. The most outstanding people are the best losers. The most outstanding people are the best losers. Toastmaster Miko Enario.
Do you celebrate every time that you win, every moment that you get a new deal, a new job, a promotion, do you celebrate and say, thank God I got promoted? This is it. This is my time. But a better question is, do you celebrate in the moments of failure? See, fellow Toastmasters and friends, life is a balance between good and bad. But what balances things out is our perspective. See, a lot of the times, things happen to us that we wouldn't consider bad, that we wouldn't consider good. But when we look at it through a certain lens, it becomes good or bad. See, sometimes life happens for a reason. Sometimes life happens for no reason at all. Was there a reason why our island was wiped out in Odette? Probably not. But good things can come out of bad places. No one likes a sore loser, fellow Toastmasters and friends. And oftentimes, whenever we lose, we have a tendency to be a sore loser. So the question is, the next time that you fail, are you going to curse the world? Life is so unfair. Or are you going to celebrate that new learning that you got? God has shared. I didn't like my vocabulary. I didn't like it at all.
Energy
Alright.
was up next.
Yeah, I'm feeling less sick because of Jeff's lemon water.
Awesome. You're so cute.
Alright, sige. How do we start this? Miss Des, would you like to start?
May kay English eh. Mix, just one question. Let me kay English, no? But do you remember that speech topic?
No, I forgot that towards the end. I that's why I was trying. Di ako my thought process, Miss Chaps, how when I deliver a table topic is the topic gives me an intro to something, my premise, and then I'll call back to the what I said first. And then I forget this part that connects back to the first part. So that's what happened. All I remember was but I remember the keyword losers. So Mola na. That's the thought that I had in my mind. Don't be a sore loser.
Because I felt that you forgot the topic. Okay, you ended. Malayo na.
Yeah. I think it was like two thoughts. Dayon naka-notice ko nga nag-contradict na ko sa kong self. So kanagong when you're there, you don't have an opportunity to jump ship anymore. I can't describe pwede balik. No, we can't do that. Sige, my apologies.
Uy,
Miss
na
Das,
ano,
please go ahead.
it's alright. Nakigingon, marag mo contradict, marag dili tinuod, it's an untruth. Something like marag life sometimes happens with no reason, something like that.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's contrary to your worldview mix. What happened? But anyway,
Yeah,
wala.
I agree.
Sometimes happens.
I also said something else nga I said the wrong word. Katong sometimes things happen which you don't consider bad. Murag, it was wrong. It was like clearly wrong. Sige na lang.
Marag imong gingon, sometimes life happens for no reason, something like that.
Yeah, I remember
Very
that.
man
Sad.
worldview ni Miko. Anyway, we can review the tape, man.
Yeah.
Review the tape. All right. Okay, thanks, Miss Chappie. Miss Des, go ahead.
Ah, first, ang nakita nako nga ni stand out nga gem sa speech ni Miko is nga naa gyud ang tone nga kanang bitong the necessary tone of being philosophical ug naa kay importante nga statement of wisdom nga i-deliver. Okay, that's one. Na ikaduha, ganahan pud ko sa um, pagka-intriguing sa opening nga nangutana siya nga mo celebrate ta if we are promoted kanang na something good that happened, we celebrate that. Now the question is, do we celebrate if we lose, no? So naa siya'y gibugaton ang iyahang opening, unya napod siya gibugaton ang wisdom sa iyang speech. Ang question ani is kay along the way, matong na point out ni Chappie no nga nakalimot ba ka sa quote, no? Ang quote, di ba, the best persons are the best losers man to, no? Mao to ang
Yeah.
quote. Okay, the best
The most
persons
outstanding
are the
people
best
are the best
losers.
losers. Yeah.
The most outstanding people,
People are the best
the
losers.
most outstanding people are the best losers. Unsaon siya nga di ta makalimot sa given quote kining ikaw Miko, unsa ang imuhang pamaagi so that you would not forget the quote?
Miss Des, I always forget the code. um, what I do is
You always forget the quote.
I always forget the code. I take the katong suggestion ni Sir Jerick before na dumb down the quote into a word and then just focus on the word instead. So the only thing I remember from the quote, I forgot everything about outstanding people. Ako lang na remember is losers. So
So you remember a particular word mo na siya mong guide.
yeah, mo na kong guide, and then
There.
more dira ako mag-base nga losers then outstanding mark in relation to losers. So yes.
Another pod nga you might want to consider so that you would remember the quote is actually summarizing the quote. You summarize the quote into 1 to 3 words, no? And another pod is you turn the quote into a question. Okay? Kay ma-dedicate man, ma-focus man ka sa question. Example, ig so good. So it's either ang uban man good ana, they start their impromptu speech with a story. Depende man na sa asa ta komportable, no? Ang uban pod kay as ako ang part, no, it's either akong usbo ng quote, the most outstanding people are the best losers. Ana dayon. Dayon, pwede siya ibalik. That's for me to hear it again. Ako'y musulti, no? So, you might want to consider repeating the quote or turning the quote into a question or adding a question to it. For example, the most outstanding people are the best losers. Outstanding people? The best losers? Why? How? Why can outstanding people turn their loss into their advantage so that they become outstanding? Na, so gitabangan nimo ang audience nga makahinumdum, ikaw pod you heard it again kay imong ginaan na og deliver. Karon kay kanang uso man jud kay na mangita yung concrete example. So I was looking also for a concrete example. So karon igahuman nimo ang sulti sa quote so that you hear it again, and then imo siyang i-process nga mobo niya naa siya pacing aron mo mutuhop gina sa mind, ang siri dayon siya. Ang siri dayon siya kanang with one statement nga gikan nimo, it's what you believe in, and then naa din kay example. So ang kanang mangitag example mao sa ako ang kasinatian naging mga higayon nga lisod kay pangita example. Unsa mga example sa akong kinabuhi ug makahinumdum pag ko sa example. It's an example nga dili na ako gusto i-share, no dili na ako gusto kuan ba disclose, no? O and ana. So ang mahitabo pod nga concrete example is ang imuhang experience, imuhang ilisan. Picture this situation. Let's call the people, for example, Alan and Bella. Na kanang Alan, ikaw din, na si Bella, kinsa ka naman inana ba? No? And kani siya, inana mo na hitabo, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, for example, si Alan is the hero in your story. Mana din ka, have you been an Alan? Or have you been an Alan? Inana pa ron. Inana. Oh, so Alan ka or Alan or non-Alan? Si Alan ka or si non-Alan ka? Oh, inana. So, ato na imong story. Kay kanang pinaspasay biya na niya. Daghan mo appreciate. I would like, diba, I would like to hear a personal story galore-galore. Pero di man ang tanang kung personal story, komportable tang i-share ba? Oh, so, pangilisi na din ha. Niya human blah 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 na ana. Chok dayon. Balik na din ka atong imuhang question nga imo tong pwede nga mo balik ka adto or pwede dili na kana naman kay rhetorical question pag ending. Ana. So maybe kana siya pwede nimo ma-explore no nga aron mahinumduman nimo ang ganang quote. Yan.
Perfect.
Thank you, Miss Des. How about you, Miss Joy?
Next topic na yun.
Next topic.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Anyone
go.
who has anyone who has a
Tricky.
topic? Sige, go, Miss Des.
Ako
Go,
na kay
Miss
topic.
Des. Yes, go, Miss Des.
Okay. Sige. Hala na, kalimutan ko sa topic. Really? Come on. Muna siya. Really? Come on. Contestant number 1, Miko and Ario. Really? Come on. Really? Come on, Miko and Ario.
I got passed up for promotion again? Really? Come on. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, how many times have your peers been promoted more than you? Every day, I see it in the lives of my friends and colleagues at work that people who've just been hired were promoted 1 year after. But people who have been slaving away in the company for 4, 5, or even 10 years are still waiting, praying for their promotion. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, how often is it that we ask, really? When in fact, most of the time, the problem lies in us. Most of the time in our lives, we wait for handouts. We pray for life to change. But life doesn't change for us. Instead, we change our lives. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, life isn't a charity giving away handouts. Life is a dance partner who wants us to dance along with it. How often is it that we feel like we're entitled to something when in fact we haven't been working towards it? I can't pray my way to a slimmer body, but I can work for it. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, whenever we feel like we're entitled, we want something, we need to work. Contest share.
Next topic, time, and then next topic.
Next topic. Sige.
Yeah, pwede rin. Isa ho na lang na to ang comments, my final comments na lang. Who wants to give a topic?
Jeff. Or si Miss Joy.
Pwede ra, ako wala i-re-echo ang question ni Zai.
Go.
Toastmaster Mika and Ario, what are your almost? What are your almost? Miko and Ario.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what it means to fear for your life? When I was in high school, I was an avid Boy Scout. And in Boy Scout, we lift a lot of things, we run up hills, and we camp on maybe the not so cleanest of surfaces. One night, when I was pleasantly camping, I realized something. I realized I couldn't get up again. Later that night, my parents had to come home. They had to come to the campsite and pick me up, physically pick me up. And I know it might have been hard for them to pick me up. And they brought me home. And the following day, I went to a doctor. The next couple of weeks weren't the most pleasant because I was bedridden, because I actually had a slip disc in one of my vertebrae. The doctor kind of told me, you might never walk again. And I didn't know what that meant. But now, realizing the joy of walking on stage or going to Toastmasters contests, I had so much to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your almost? My almost was that I almost couldn't walk again. But I'm happy to say that maybe it's God's plan, but I can still walk. A lot of the times, it's not almost isn't about life and death. Sometimes almost is a relationship, a job, an opportunity abroad, or a love life. But sometimes we get caught on all these things, especially love life. But ladies and gentlemen, life isn't about love life. Instead, we should love life. Contest chair. 208. Nag-onog cam si John. Nabako. I'm lost. Can I
Girl,
What was the
spent,
topic?
comment.
Remember the topic?
what is my almost? I spent too much time sa story because it's a story from pwede man tungan ako nga mas speech nga story, like prepared speech nga story. Kanang I didn't know how to summarize it enough nga kanang the right points for impromptu.
You wanna do it again? That topic? Same topic?
Sige. Let's do it. Salamat kay Press John. Press John is so patient. Sa
Oy,
app,
okay ra, oy.
mahiwagang time.
Gora bells.
Sige, Jeff. Please ko, Jeff.
Yeah, go, Jeff.
Toastmaster Miko and Ario, what are your almosts? What are your almosts? Miko and Ario.
Fellow Toastmasters and friends, do you know what it feels like to be blessed? When I was in high school, I was an avid Boy Scout. Every other month there was a camping. Every other month we were going up mountains and running up hills. And every other month we were pushing ourselves to the extreme limit of what our bodies could do. Lo and behold, at one of these campings, while I was sleeping on a not so clean tent, I realized I couldn't stand up anymore. Lying down at 14 years old in a place that you don't know, realizing you can't stand up wasn't an easy thing to experience. My parents came to the campsite and they brought me home, and later the following weeks, I was bedridden as it seemed like I slipped one of my discs in my vertebrae. And I realized now as an adult that I almost couldn't walk again. Evidently, I still have my legs, so I can still walk. But I realized more recently that there was a real danger in that moment. And how often is it that these things go unnoticed? Were there times in your childhood where you almost drowned, but everyone made light of it? We have an opportunity now to realize how blessed we are. All of us have certain almost. These almost were almost life changing, but they weren't. And now our life can change by realizing what they were. Contest chair. Ah, I didn't like it as much. Ang ending part, not so not so good.
Did you say you almost died?
I was almost paralyzed.
Make it
Voice
dramatic.
down.
Make it dramatic.
More dramatic.
More dramatic.
How do I make it dramatic? Nakapak ko.
Sir, I think mas better sir if mo add kag descriptions kung unsay mong na-feel ato na time. Like you were merely narrating the event magod but you weren't.
Van, I can't hear you, Van.
I think sir mas better sir if you add details ba about how you felt that time. Kay not merely narrating how it went, the telling the people what actually occurred in your head. Jud.
Maybe I should just not use this story. Actually, Kaybo, the real reason I didn't do that is because I felt fine the whole time. Like wagod ko as a child, I didn't understand the gravity of the situation. But supposedly mao nang thought sa akong speech na kanang there are things as a child we don't realize were life changing, but now we can realize that they're life changing. Mura kog inana ang dating. So the reason I wasn't sharing how I felt during that time is because truthfully I didn't feel anything at the time. It's only in the recent years ko naka-realize nga so murag delikado di jud to. But in that moment, wa jud ko naka-realize.
So pwede guro sir nga instead na ang katong at that time na situation, you make the present retrospection much more dramatic. Like mura gani
Yeah, kana.
put emphasis. Kay
Okay.
if maminaw ko niya sir, I don't think you're putting much emphasis jud on how heavy that situation was. Mura siya na brush off gamay sa akon speech.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. More drama in the present instead of back in the day. Sige, I like that. Thank you, Van. Miss Chaps? Or next quote? Miss Joy?
Next quote mix para ang momentum nasusunod.
Miss Joy, ikaw na yung hatag og quote. Miss Joy o si Kirsten ang wala pa
Sige.
o si John wala pa quote.
na itong quote akong dapat ko exam. Sorry, sabaw na kakaunti ko.
Wow, game pa si Miko og more quotes laban.
Sige.
Go, Miss
Asa ka
Joy.
nga contestant? Ugma, Miko?
2.
Contestant number 2, Miko Inario. Your quote is, "The bad thing is that time is short, and the good thing is that there is still some time." The bad thing is that time is short, and the good thing is that there is still some time. Miko Inario, contestant number 2.
Fellow Toastmasters and friends, do you feel like life is unfair? Do you feel like life is unfair? Do any of you feel like life is unfair to you? I think a lot of the time we think to ourselves, if only I was born in the United States, if only I was European, if only I was in a different socio-economic situation, I would do great things. Really? Is that the reason why we're not doing great things? Fellow Toastmasters and friends, in all of history, the most successful people were the people who had it the hardest. And we have the gall to complain about where we are? Did Abraham Lincoln complain that that America was divided? Did the KKK complain about needing to fight the Spanish? Instead of complaining, they took action. And the action is what makes us great. Ladies and gentlemen, everything will pass. This difficult situation, the hurt that we feel, or the unfortunate passing of a loved one, all hurt will pass. But at the same time, we should never feel like there's not enough time left, because we have all the time in the world to still do what we need to do. So if it's not okay, then it's not yet the end. Contest chair? I'm liking it a lot better than
One.
I like it a lot better than yesterday and the day before.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nakita si muhang aura.
It's the Jeff lemon juice. That's all I need.
Sa pagbaon, anak mix.
Now,
Nakapagawa siya sa imong voice.
na I quote si Van daw.
Sige, go ahead, Van.
Am I audible, sir?
Go.
Yes, you are.
Contestant number 2, Miko Inario. From limitations comes endlessness. From limitations comes endlessness. Miko Inario.
When you joined Toastmasters, did you think to yourself, wow, what a great speaker? I could never be like that. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, every day we're met with challenging beliefs. Every day we meet people that we look up to and we think to ourselves, wow, I could never do that. But a lot of the time when we meet these people, when we put this statement as a statement of fact, we actually limit ourselves. So what does that mean? It means that a lot of the times we limit ourselves, we feel restless because there's a lot of things that we can't be. And instead we focus on the things that we can't do, and we end up doing nothing about it. But in reality, fellow Toastmasters and friends, among all the people that you've met, the only person you need to meet is yourself. You need to meet yourself and realize that if we work on something, we can be someone. Life isn't about getting everything, getting your cake and eating it too. But life is about realizing the things that we can do and the things that we are only limiting ourselves from doing. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, we shouldn't live life blinded like a racehorse that can't look left or right. We should live life free of distractions and realize that there's so much of life for us to live. Contest share. Then that's okay, I think. Do I remember the quote? Vaguely. Actually, wakay ko naka-hear sa quote. It was
From limitations.
from limitations comes restlessness.
And endlessness. Endlessness.
Endless, and is it?
Mark,
Is it-
endlessness, strong word.
Is it grammatically right?
Endlessness, yes. Okay, Google.
I love it.
Okay, walang jud ko ka-understand sa quote di ay.
Okay, salat di Van.
Sala di ba?
Sa lasa ko, Mike, sir. Sorry.
Sige lang. I enjoyed it.
Be careful lang sa mix of that tendency ha. Kay, I remember Brixie last year na buwan dun siya na, I think I heard na wala siya nakasabot sa word.
Ang katong sa
About-
division, Miss Joy.
So be careful with kanang kasi tag ani I think you will know who the host would be, no? So listen lang jud. Pwede mo mo tan-aw ang contestant sa host, di ba? Para klaro lang if you could kana deep read ba?
Kinsa ta yung host, Miss Joy?
I don't know. Okay.
I think si Rhea Monteroyo.
Okay.
Morag niya, contest siya si Rhea Kaloy or the other way around.
Okay. Kana lang basin bag ka na the words need to be enunciated well ba na bravo ha?
That's true.
Nalimot ko sa quote last kadong ka ato. Miss Des ay siya man di contestant sa si ito quote Miss Des.
Sige,
Katong big.
can I do that one? I'm the one that
Sure.
wrote that quote.
Basta
That's why-
ito mong quote Miss Des pag last year.
Two
Hatred
syllables.
outlives the hateful.
Quote. Dili ka na.
Ay,
dili.
oh, sa area
big-
na.
Big
Katong ay,
something, little something. Big ego,
Katong
little
sa
something.
Big
oo,
ego,
oo.
little ears.
Little ears.
Oh,
Sige daw.
something like that, yeah.
big
Kana ba to?
big egos have little ears.
Yeah.
Ang dungog ni Brixie Eagles. Big
Yeah.
eagles have little ears. Masig, ha? Wala itong niana si Brixie Nitli. So, DJ, ha?
Amo tong 5 minutes ihang pause.
Yeah,
Pwede?
that's why 5 minutes
Oh,
they siya
wow,
miss
5 minutes. Somebody time their 5 minutes.
Really?
Wait,
Oh, wala
dili
siyang
siya dito si
time.
Brixie nag-post?
I-review siya sa video.
5 minutes ang pause.
5 minutes of
Wow.
pause.
Contestant number 2. Big egos, little ears? Dunggan?
Have little ears. Yes.
Have little ears. Big egos, have little ears. Contestant number 2, Miko Enario.
Fellow Toastmaster and friends, I hope my ears don't seem too small. In our lives, we meet a lot of people, both good and bad. But I think the most frustrating of them are the people, despite hook and crook, despite all our pleading, and explanation, they believe they're right. And scientific evidence can't prove them otherwise. A lot of the time, fellow Toastmasters and friends, frustration emanates from people whose egos are through the roof. Maybe their egos are soaring higher than the eagles can soar in the sky. People with egos like this, there's only one way to deal with them. We just need to open the door and don't look back. But sometimes in our lives, these people with big egos and little ears are our managers, our parents, our family. So what do we do then? Fellow Toastmasters and friends, we're taught how to understand and communicate with a lot of people, these people included. The next time that we think about how to deal with people with big ego and maybe little ears, we need to remember that we're blessed to not be that person. Extend your patience and extend your life, maybe. Because the next time you deal with a person with a big ego, they might also have a hot head. Contest chair. I didn't like the quote. Actually, when I heard that quote sa contest, I didn't really like it. The one that I meant was katong sa area. Because na-timingan ko nga sa area, I'm the one that put that quote into the fishbowl. And mao gyud napilian. I was so happy. Sa C1 pa dyan napilian. Hay. Sige, consolidated feedback. Then maybe Van will deliver again. More nalingaw na ko too much. Padong ako mag TED Talk in front instead of magtubal sa table topics.
Right, go Miss Chaps.
Suggest ko, Miko, warm up ka ugma before ka
Yeah.
musabak sa contest. Pag warm up kay malahi ka basta you have 1-2 times na naka
Malahi
sige
ko.
ka. Adi, baka na ba mas you I could see that you're owning the spotlight ba? Mas nakaano na ka ba? Nakahunat na ka ba?
Mugawas ang star power. Sige, Miss Joy. We will... Who's gonna be there? Bitaw. Tomorrow. I know busy si Miss Chaps.
Yeah, kuan lang.
Very nice.
Kamu lang sa mga contestants, kamu man amo sayo. Pag warm up mo by yourself, siya bitaw.
Bitaw, okay ra ba?
Where is
mga
it?
near one, UC SHS building, Miss Chaps.
UC Manila, Miss Chaps.
And I
What
fly
time is it?
over.
What time?
1 p.m. ang contest.
So what time man ka
Same ra
mag-warm
na
up?
sa.
Miss Des? Same siya sa
Same ra na siya kanang building at bang sa Country Mall.
Dili, Miss Des. At bang siya sa BTC, sa Manila Town Center. Katudjong na I fly over. Katong
Ha
hilit
ha
sa
ha.
Alicia.
Legit mo bitaw ko giba. Oh my god. Abi nako mao to.
So sa
Yeah.
ato pa kanang og magikan sa Ayala
Yeah.
kanang una siya very much una sa kadtong atbang sa Country Mall kay atbang man siya sa Manila Town Center, sakto ba?
So kuan siya Miss
Katong Manila
Desmond.
Town Center mauna katong nangaon ta?
Yeah, katong
Tunay
nag-max.
abaka so
Dili. Katong na max nga restaurant. Basta ang flyover ang marker jud Miss Des. Dili ang Country Mall.
Tapat
Ang
siya sa
Manila,
Alicia Apartel, I think.
yeah, which is near the flyover.
so og umagikan sa Ayala unsay una ang kana siya
Ang Country Mall.
so toy atbang ang Country Mall ang una mas layo pa sa Country Mall.
Yeah,
Ugikan sa Ayala.
Yes, muunahan pa kagamay. So pwede gud ka muna og sa
Pero same side dapat nila sa dalan.
Yeah, na aray per night
Oh.
gamay nga access road Miss Des para mosulod ka sa campus.
So
Sa
unahan
Manila
pa siya
Town
sa
Center.
Kung
Country
Manila Town
Mall.
Center, labatbang siya. So, but
Ang Manila Town
naamay,
Center after na sa UC nga atbang sa Country Mall.
yes.
After gikan sa Ayala, Manila Town Center is after
Country Mall.
Country
Yeah.
UC Manila across Country Mall. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, lapas pa kagamay sa Country Mall. Ang flyover, ang kuan. So, BTC.
In fairness,
BTC
kung kaya building ng UC na.
Yes, mo na lang new building. Sige lang, mag-send ko sa link sa kuan. Sa venue.
Yes, please press John. Musayo na lang kulak ka o mabasal mo jud ko.
O basta ang marker is BTC or the flyover or Alicia Apartel.
Alicia. What
Yeah.
categories tomorrow and what areas as well?
C1, C5, all categories.
All categories. Once again, C5, Cebu Mango, Cebu Harbor,
Tikpa,
Ayala,
ang
about this.
IBP.
Ang C5 karon, yeah, IBP, Cebu Mango,
Cebu Harbor.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they're competing. So, feel
About
ako
this? Is it still alive? About this?
medyo low sila this year, Miss Chap.
But it's going sila.
I think dili sila mo compete. Wala ako'y balita nga mo compete sila. Real page. So, naitulo sa C5. Real page, City Toastmasters, Cebu Mango, and IBP, katong at mga attorney. Tapos, T1 kay Queen City and Cebu, and naay Ayala.
Ayala. Who's the president now of Ayala?
It's
Leandre.
Ang anak ni Direct Chin.
He's the one who said that.
Gomez Chaps.
So good luck ninyo guys. Enjoy. Nice kinang contest.
Salamat, Miss Chaps. Miss Chaps, I have a request for you and Miss Des.
What is
I have a request. I want you to be present for the Christmas party.
Oh gosh. When is this?
December 2.
December 2. I might be in Manila, but I'll see. Oh gosh. Sige lang, I'll see. If I'm here, I'll go.
Sige, Miss Chaps. Next week, na regular meeting.
Wala ko next week.
Oh my.
I'll be competing. But anyway.
Dragon Boat?
Yeah.
Okay, exciting.
Wow. All the best, Miss Chaps.
Miss Chaps, pwede po ito mag-practice eh. Ato sa practice ni mo Dragon Boat.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. I think crazy. I think Van is ready. Van, are you ready?
Sige, Van.
Take it away, Van.
I will go to the restroom.
I'll introduce you. Contestant number 2. Are you contestant number 2, Van?
Yes, wait lang.
Wala pa?
No, May I ask if pwede mo sulod ang akong mic? Ganahan siya makakita.
Van, layo ka sa imong mic, Van.
Sir, nakasaksak na dyan sa akong mic.
Sige. Wala pa mo nag-pick sa order, no? Tomorrow pa?
I'm second, Miss Chappie.
Naana.
Okay. Sige.
Wait up.
Contestant
Wait
number
up, Miss
2,
Chappie. Wait.
Van.
Wait up. Sir, pwede na ko
Second.
pasudlon si Aldrin, sir. Kaya ganahan siya makakita.
Sure.
Sure. Video.
Wait lang for a bit.
And then guys, if katawanan, please laugh. I mean, turn on your microphones and laugh, ha? Because I think lahi ang effect if makadush sa katawa. Alright. Are you ready? Sige. Contestant number 2. Van Woodrow Perpetua. Pain or plain? Pain or plain? Van Woodrow Perpetua. Contestant number 2. Shake my hand. Shake the contestant's hand.
Shaken. Okay, I do my skit. I do my skit in this part. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. How are you, my good sirs and madams? Let me fix myself up for a bit. Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. How about you guys? I can see some pain in your eyes. Oh, sorry. I'm mistaken. That's just you being Filipino. I think that pain is something that is very necessary in our life. Are you curious? You wonder why I think it needs to be present. Ask me a question, my dear listeners. Okay, I shall give you an answer. It is necessary for life to be entertaining and fun. Huh? Are you a masochist Toastmaster man? Of course not. But pain is something that would give flavor to our life. Flavoring? We humans find humor in our pain, and laughter erupts from it. When you see someone fall down, of course, our first instinct is to laugh, not help them out, for the most part. From our struggles, we think that we can grow stronger, better. Now, how many types of pain do we have in our life? Any suggestions? Hearing none, then I shall discuss to you 4. The first of these is the pain of the body. Yes, the body, very simple, straightforward, you understand it. The pain of the body is you getting hit by something or you hitting something. There are 2 kinds of this. First, instantaneous. Now, when you were a child, you often fell down to the floor or perhaps got hit by your parent with a belt because you were not a good child. That's the instantaneous kind. Quick and easy, simple. You get hit, ouch. What about the other kind? It's the slow burn. It's time beating you up. 1 minute, you're 20, enjoying life, very perky and lively, enjoying much. And then you blink. When you open your eyes, you have wrinkles. Your hair is white, and when you're trying to sit down, your legs are shaking from arthritis. Of course, seeing you older, weaker, and much, much, much easier to affect with illness gives you some other burden that your body doesn't necessarily feel. This leads to the next type of pain, the pain of the mind, stress, trauma, anxiety. The pain of the mind is one of the heavier types of pain. You feel burdened by this each and every day. When I was a kid, my pain of the mind would be me wondering whether I will grow up to be a successful adult, whether I will end up eating a lot of delicious food. And of course, the occasional hits from my parents because I was a naughty child. When I was a teenager, which I am right now, and technically a bit midway to adulthood, my problem was, how do I wear clothes? How do I cross the street? How do I travel from here to there? How do I spend my money? Quite simplistic. Now that I am nearly an adult, I understand a lot of you have the same problems. Except you have a playmate now. Yes, you have a playmate. Your playmate is called consequences. You know, simple as that. Now imagine this. You go home and then you see a piece of paper in your door. Simple as that. You pull this paper and voila, you're greeted with the electric bill. Hey, I just paid this bill. Why is it back again? That's a question that you would be pondering each and every time as working adults. If you don't pay it, no lights, no gadgets, no Wi-Fi. So sad. No more TikTok for you. Now, if you enter your house, you're famished from working too hard for this life that we are suffering from. You think, maybe I should eat. You open your refrigerator and bam, what do you see? A single rotting onion that you bought last month. That's just a consequence of you being lazy. You see, there is such a thing called laziness that plagues us as adults. You might be thinking, I should just get food delivery. You open the app, you choose your food of choice, and then bam, you're greeted with a 200 peso delivery fee. So expensive. Hurts the mind and hurts the body too, as well as the pockets. Now, why don't you just buy food from the outside Toastmaster man? Why don't you just look for carinderia or something? Well, first of all, it's nighttime. And second of all, because of your social climbing tendencies, you live in an area that looks posh and nice. And that's so sad. Now, speaking of sadness, have you ever felt that you're in pain when in reality you are not? Have you ever felt this deep longing for hope in your life? That's the third type of pain. The pain of the soul. You can't see it. You're not really sure if you can feel it. But it's there. Some people use alcoholism as a crutch, as a shield from this pain. And I'm looking at you, gentlemen. I don't even understand why you like alcohol. It tastes bitter. But anyways, sometimes when we feel this way because of a combination of the first two pains, we don't really know what to do. We don't really know how to react. And our body is just, yeah, pain. It just shows in your face. Even this one, this is a face of pain. So, my fellow Toastmasters and friends, that's pain in our life. Pain is something that's necessary. What? I mentioned 4 types of pain, but I only discussed 3 ones. Of course, there is such a common type of pain that life just keeps on throwing at us each and every day. The pain in the butt. And no, I'm not talking about diarrhea and constipation. Pain in the butt. The common inconveniences that we experience in life. Or probably the worst things that you can ever have. These can come in many forms. It can either be a condition, a thing, a person. Imagine this. You're driving in the freeway. You're just chill. And then someone right in front of you tries to overtake you and then brake checks. And you would be like, wow, that's such a risk. What a fun and freeway method to meet God, right? No, thank you. Some people are just straight up and a straight up harm to humanity. Now, it could also come in a less dangerous way. Imagine 8 p.m., you're fast asleep. That's because you're already old. And then suddenly, your neighbor, who is having a birthday party for some random relative that they haven't seen for years, suddenly bells out. And yeah. Ah, and now you're awake and grumpy. Some people just don't consider you at all, and that's life. It can come in many, many forms. It could be you getting rained on while holding important documents and you don't have an umbrella. It could be you trying to get your PSA birth certificate and then the lines are extra, extra long. Or it could be that common canteen lady. You know this character. Every school or every company has this. You know, the kind that has thickly drawn eyebrows and then lips that are redder than the red colored crayon. These people are there just to make your day bad. But for me, it's entertaining because I'm looking at you guys experience this pain each and every day. So what I'm trying to say, Toastmasters and friends, is that pain is necessary in order for us to enjoy life. You want to know why? Because pain is the only thing that we have in common, although to varying degrees. We all have different lives to live. However, we all experience the same type of pain. And praying to God, hopefully you're not remembered as a pain in the life of others. When in pain, just remember, ouch, aray, agay. Cry gamay, never give up, never die. Goodbye, contest host.
Time.
Yes, Pop. Ready to be roasted.
Time, please. Time, please. Yeah,
Overtime.
come on. That's worth 2 speeches, man. It's worth 2 speeches.
Yes, Pop. And I know now which part to cut down.
Sige lang. I know you're enjoying.
Okay. This one is off. This one is off.
But I just have to point out, I was comparing your delivery with the speech copy that you gave me. Totally lahi. So, kana la, if you want them to laugh at your jokes, you have to practice delivering the jokes. Because man, it's the punchline, it's the timing that's really important when it comes to delivering jokes. Timing. And then, ma-perfect ni mo ang timing if balik-balikon ni mong deliver ang line, ang jokes. And
Yes.
lingaw lang ko ni mo.
I'm
Because I
using
know you were aware of the time. Aware ka sa time. I know you're a debater for crying out loud. I know you are so aware of the time. But nalingaw lang ka. And then I think because this was off the cuff, perhaps the last 3 minutes was just really off the cuff because I can find it in your speech. You're trying to see the reaction of the people. Okay, if mo big laughs, then I think kung makatawa mga tao, then you'll consider it in your speech. Am I right? You're just testing us? No. Okay, bago na yung material, di ba?
I'm
The last three,
experimenting, Miss Chappie. I'm using
the last,
the other guideline I made katong shorter.
the last 3 minutes I felt were like, sige mo lang i-push ang amo ang patience because you really want to test if the rapport ang imuhang new lines, imong experiment with the audience. So let's see what the audience thinks.
Kuan, for me, ano, it might be a 10:40 man gyud no. So murag I think kailangan gyud ka mo review gyud ani Van kung unsa gyud ang final revision nimo kay ganina was the almost 7:30 gyud to siya ganina. So ako no unsa man ha murag for me naa gyud punchlines but kailangan gyud siya mag-practice but you really need to have the final revision jud, I mean version jud nga naagid ka sa within that time. So moto siya, hopefully you have you can set a lot of time to kind of finalize gyud kay important gyud nga naagid kay basis, no? Ako lang this might be a big risk na actually, but kung gipit gyud ka sa time, instead of having 4 pains, 3 na lang gyud ka. And then 'di ba naman tuy part sa speech nga murag kanang 'di ba murag you were gonna end but uy there's a fourth pa di ay, pero ihulog na lang nimo siya nga nakalimot gyud ka murag it's a pain in your murag mind pud ba nga nakalimot ka kay murag you know you're maybe you're young pero your mind is old, something like that. I don't know how you're gonna play it, but for me kuan lang, if you really wanna save time, that might be a big risk lang pud. Sayang pud ang content sa isa ka pain nga makat baya, pero ikana lang, that's just an option nga I'm presenting, pero big risk lang siya. No, big risk lang gid siya kay ang time gid atong kuan ani. But ako, I really want nga naagya po ng 4 pains personally, no?
Kuan Sir John, na
To review
question.
lang good. Yeah, what is it?
Kuan, I push through nga ang ano yung presentation karon para kay akong gi-try o look if viable ba siya. I'm thinking of dropping the pain of the soul part, i-combine siya sa pain of the mind nga mura og same na lang sila og thought pa. Kay mo man ni ang makakalas akong oras I think.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
sige, go Ja.
if I can piggyback sa thought, or maybe start off with the 3 pains, tell everyone that there are 3 pains, but at the end, if you still have time, but it's a big risk. Oh, wait, I just remembered there's another sort of pain. Then dito na kamo add on the 4th pain if you are still on time. Pero if not, at least you're safe with the 3 pains na you mentioned earlier. So para dili siya sayang.
Kuan kayo Jeff, mao sa na akong i-consider kayo Jeff nga mag-establish kong signpost before ko mag-start sa discussion. Nya namoy ma-suggest na better example sa pain and dapat nga safe lang.
And jokes don't have to be explained. I think the less the less the higher the register ba sa katawa. So you have to explain. And wait, there's a 4th pain. The pain in the you don't need to explain
I'll take that into consideration. Shapi.
And then katulagi limit kanang if you can maxim kay mo katawo pa mo gud ang mga tao, so imo ginang i-leave out ang mga lines nga dili kayo funny or wala dili funny ba at all or wala gi effect, so leave out those lines. If you can determine those in your speech, you better leave them out to give way for the jokes in your speech. Again, because how the judges would judge your humorous speech. I haven't judged in the last couple of years. Sila Miko pa, Miss Joy, and Miko, and John ang naka-judge. But ihapon yun na ang pila ka pila ka jokes. At the end of the day, it's just wala, daghan mo kayo siya joke. Gabi, makikatawa mga tao. So leave out the lines nga wala kay effect. Anyway, wala man gyud siya bearing sa mga speech, and then go for the lines nga you feel na katawanan or more register of laughs at the least.
Yes po.
Bitaw.
Kuan Kuya Jeff, nakipungtanan nimo Kuya Jeff.
Go.
Kani kay murag mas makarelate maka sa akong edad kay dul-dul man tag edad. Ang kuan Kuya Jeff ba? What if I brush off na lang nako ning kaning sakit na part na example na kana. Okay, you're a kid, simple. Your problems are just eating, sleeping, whatever. Now, when you're a teenager, it kind of changes to a dramatic degree. You now think about romance. You now think about looking good. Yeah, mura ko kuan, mo skit ko ba nga nay female person nga hay sa audience na murag ko ano, what's up, good looking murag ana gani ako. Or I don't know.
Pwede rata i-brush off ang food, pero ang romance, I think it's universal. Makarelate ang young and old generation. So yeah, you can play with that.
Ako na kuan.
any other lines na imong maybe want to double check na imong remove kay I think daghan yun ka need i-shave off for the 10 minute to become around 6-ish. Allow
Yeah,
time for people to laugh pod.
Kuan ko ya. I think 7 minutes man jud ang ako ang speech ra. Karon kay gi-push lang na ako ng 10 minutes para maka-experiment ko unsa ang content na more kay daghan ba mo nga maka-suggest karon kay like kay di na ko i-experimentan na.
True.
Pero I think I would shave off my opening. I think my opening would work jud in a shorter manner when in actual na jud kay nabi ako skit ato sa start where I would be falling down. But yes, aside from that, dapat ang akong time kay mas ma-allocate sa second and third type of pain jud kay ang first type of pain kay puro simple raman siya ikon sa mga tao i-relate.
True.
Yeah.
Si Miss Joy, na kay suggestion Miss Joy.
Kung siguro ba, if it will help you, you have a very good message sa end nimo. I mean, of all the side posts you had ba, mas na, tawag ani, mas ni stick sa una-una ang imuhang last na message. You could probably anchor unsaon nimo pag-edit ang imuhang body na maangkla nimo siya sa imuhang message. Naa siya connect ba? Kay di ba you said pain is sa to'y last pain is
In the
it's
ass or
needed.
butt.
Katong nasa last bitaw or last few lines nimo, pain
Pain
is
is a murag motivation for us to strive and grow.
something like that. So what's about striving to grow and learn by having pain na gusto nimo i-highlight with those stories? Kay kasabot ko no, you would really want to be descriptive about the pain on those stories, no? But pasin o pwede nimo siyang ma-modify ba if you always consider the message nimo sa end ba? Para to help you decide how you're gonna cut lines ba, how you're going to merge thoughts, or how you're going to fine-tune lang the body.
I have a thought. Well, asa ka kukuha ng pain of the mind, soul, and asa mo na, where did you get that?
Impromptu Miss Chappie in front of the club contest.
Okay. There's also the pain of embarrassment. You see, kung ma-slide ka, masakit ang uwaw kaysa sa sakit sa slide or things like those. Sa may mga experiences, kanang masakit ang ulaw than the actual pain itself. They probably add that. Saan na mo pag-add because that would register. I was just thinking of very specific instances of pain nga katawanan. So kana example, mas sakit ang uwaw then sakit sa actual nga na-slide ka or nadakdak ka or na-embarrass ka. Just to add to your, because you can be too philosophical kay kadong. So in humorous, you don't have to flex that. Kaya feeling na ko, you're going for that, the pain of the mind, the soul, the body, the mind, and the sana. So I'm just trying to scour my head kung ano yung mga experiences of pain na funny. And that's
The pain of embarrassment, Miss Chappie, as in.
Mugyod, masakit na. Ulaw ka, di ba? Naulaw ka, masakit na. Kaysa, kita pag hindi mong crush, something like that, na-smile ka, so minus points, see? Sa pa may mga specific experience. Because too late na mo, good for me, nindot ang nakatawa ko, nakasmile ko actually pag towards the end, katong pain in the ass or the pain in the whatever behind. But that's too late in the game. You have to register the laughs at the start. That's what I think. Next.
Miss Chappie ba? Nako yung question. Am I allowed to use the word ass
I don't know. I haven't been in the contest circuit, ha? So I don't know the sensibilities sa mga judges and how at least they're training the judges to judge contests. But what do you think, Miss Joy? Joy? What do you think?
Go, Miss Joy.
Um, depende jud siya. Depende siya sa kato, sensitivity sa judges, whoever they are.
Yeah, but I think naa siya sa criteria ang I don't know if I'm not sure but
Like
I think there's a criteria nga
offensive
reception
language.
or manner. I don't know. Depende siguro. But I think there is a criterion for that.
Basta something offensive language kana. Dili dapat.
Review na lang ang ballot if you would guys like.
I remember there was a speech humorous pud to nga muna yung last line nga kaning ni slapper sa yung butt. But that's another story. This was limot ko basta ang iyang speech was speech title had a very long title. Yeah, experience skiing down pa niya. Ni flop bitaw siya down the mountain. Niya kita pag yung idol. Anyway, that's beside the point. Basta ni slap siya siyang butt. I don't think it's I don't know. I don't really know. But siguro to help Van, I think the first time I heard you, I thought you were very funny. Actually, you're very witty. So, though Kani, we're just really helping you kasi nag-overanalyze na sa Nino, but we're really helping you on your first contest. We want you to succeed, definitely. But I know you, kanang you're very spontaneous, you're very smart. You don't have to rely on your script to deliver a funny and witty show. So whatever happens tomorrow, I'm sure you're gonna do your best. I'm sure you're gonna gain the respect also of your fellow contestants, being a first timer and being a really great speaker. So enjoy lang tomorrow. And don't overanalyze the line siguro at this point in the game. Just have fun tomorrow. Just pick up mga experiences siguro ni mga katawanan about pain and just put them in. Enjoy lang tomorrow. Ha? Just enjoy. Just really enjoy. Because if di kay ka-analytic ka, di kay ka super analyze, over-analyze, it's the jokes are just gonna flow, you know. I think. Knowing you, you're a very funny person. Very smart and witty. So you're just gonna slay the audience. Namang good kay charisma sa nasa kay command sa stage. So dili kay na difficult for you to do tomorrow. Sayang lang because we cannot comment on your expressions because you don't have your video on. Sayang. That would have helped us at least in giving comments sa imong delivery today. But sige lang, I'm confident in you. Did you win last week? Diba you had a debating whatever
No,
last
Miss Shafi. I
Yes.
didn't win. Actually, my teammate is here in the meeting.
Ah, wow. See,
That's my
interesting.
girlfriend, Aljane. So
Sige lang. But it's fine. How was the experience at debating?
tiring.
Okay. So we don't want that experience for you to happen tomorrow. We don't want it to be tiring for you.
I'm chill naman, Miss Shafi. Actually, I'm just enjoying my speeches. I'm just thinking of more examples to use. Which brings me to my next question. Unsa ang type of embarrassment ang imong in mind ato, Miss Shafi, sa mga suggestion?
Oh my gosh, kanang madakdak ka in front of your crush or whatever. Yan,
You courted a girl. And then wala ka na gisugot.
Or sa bag, those things, madakdak ka. Mas uwaw nang kanang feeling ni mo walay nakakita, but daadi makakita nga friend, ana ba, like na slide ka, dakdak ka, ana. So, I think those things. Kana, maka-remember ko. Mas uwaw, masakit ang uwaw than the actual thing.
What if Miss Chaps ka na, example ka na, you're courting a girl and yeah,
That will never
Actually,
happen. I don't know.
ano, example na name siya, like, ako use example.
Choose your words carefully, Van. Nabe imong uyab.
Wala, example rin ni Kuya. Wala, for example, kana you're courting a girl kunuhay, and gisugot ka sa girl. Yeah, ana siya nga. Sige, ipaila-ila ka sa akong fam. Yeah, pag-abot sa balay kay pagkita sa iya papa ni gisiratan ka dito sa pultahan, no words.
That's kind of complicating the
Complicated
situation.
na.
Complicated. I see.
Ay, nakita ko yung ma-think nga example, but I don't think it's safe to share sa kon. I like it's just
Oh, don't edit yourself. Don't edit yourself, though.
no, like if naman to yung rules, di ba, may shopping, dili within sensitive topics or anything.
Say it here. Say it here. It's safe to say it here.
Exactly. Go ahead.
I remember one Reddit story nga, there was a guy who had a girlfriend and then they decided na they're gonna have their first time na. And then when he showed it to the girl just nonstop laughed. So they broke up.
The green, the sige na, the bathroom, and the barroom jokes. Ayaw lang. Bedroom, bathroom, barroom jokes.
Uy, Sir Miko, ayaw ano, sir. Ay, pwede. Pwede. So, aning story pag ako first na uyab kay we dated and then she became a lesbian.
Oh my gosh. Such a sige. I don't know, basta mo register nag-laughter.
Pwede. Ay, kana na lang ako use Miss Shopping. I think it's okay.
Pain of embarrassment.
Yeah. Are there any suggestions ba with regards sa structuring of sa or
What are you gonna wear tomorrow, though?
I'm gonna be with
What's your costume?
my
What's your
uniform,
costume? What uniform?
full uniform.
School uniform.
Di iya dyan
So
gig.
it's like a white polo and then
No,
slacks.
it's not white, Miss Chappie. It's
Ma-fit ni mo yung high school na uniform, Van?
Also
wala
high
na ko
school.
wala na ko HS uniform, sir.
Or senior high?
Wala sa kuan na kay
So high
pandemic.
school.
Pandemic ko nag-senior high.
Ay. Kay mas not kapag ID na lang, Van, para mas halata dyan siya nga it's a uniform.
Oh, sir. What's na akong plan, sir?
Sige.
Yeah.
If masudon ta kas katong imong high school nga polo, mas klaro magud siya kay it's white and the brown katong universal nga uniform ba. Sayhay nga uniform.
Yes, sir.
At sige lang masabtan na ang CIT nga uniform, bahalag bago siya.
Nag-send ko nimo sa akong eligibility, sir. Wala ko kay baka sa i-send.
Gi.
Concern, sir, need ba ni submit jud ang final copy sa akong speech?
I-hold lang nimo on hand.
What if
Better nga mag-print out lang. Be, send lang ako be. Or mag-edit pa ka na.
nag-edit pa ko, sir, sa base sa inyong input karon kay I think ang pinaka biggest weakness jud sa akong speeches jud kay when I perform a speech, it's not about the life experiences I have. Mura ko maghimo og situations na unrelated sa ako to explain it. Puro analogy.
Oh.
Jokes aren't meant to be explained, man, Van. So as much as possible, keep the explanation to a minimum. Okay, if the joke is funny, they would get it. Na lang.
Yes. Naki-suggestion nga murag makuan Kuya Jeff sa order na baka ipa-switch up or something. Kay
Katora, ang basically make it to 3 panes, and then if you are still safe with time, you can add the 4th pane. Oh yeah, there's another pane. So you can play with that. And so for organization wise, daghan man good ganina na insert, so I wasn't able to kanang remember a lot. Pero I know you can do it. Kaya kayo din naman na you are very spontaneous in terms of thinking on your feet ba. So you're good.
Good night, Miss Joy. Thank you, Ana Ketchup.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. It's midnight in my part of the world. I don't know in your part of the world, but it's midnight. And I think what we need now is rest
Amen.
and the realization that whatever you showed here, you already did your best. You're excellent. You're the best of the group that the club has to offer. And so just show it and slay tomorrow. Anyway, your royal family is proud of you. And I hope when I get back, let's do pizza. Let's do pizza definitely.
Yay.
Ha? Yeah.
Maka-pizza ta, Miss Chops, pero di gyapon ka maabot sa regular meeting.
Oh, fudge. Hey, but hey, hang on. Sorry kayo. I'm sorry. I just have to like ask if there's anybody available for Miss Cebu training on Sunday. If you
This
guys are fine.
Sunday? Karon nga Sunday?
Yes, November 12th.
Ah,
9 a.m. to 12 to 2 p.m.
on site?
On site, the venue will be at. I'll just check. I'll just chat you the venue, but it's most probably within the city of Cebu lang.
Sige.
But we're gonna city of Cebu. But I'm just making the program. It's gonna be very quick and fun. And if it's a yes, again, let's talk about this after the contest.
Sige,
Let's not
sige.
commit. Yeah.
Sige, Miss Joy. I miss Miss Chops.
Sige.
Sige.
But 12 contestants, and ang guarantee would be you'd get free tickets to see the show next year. And then ang commitment also would be like one-on-one with the ladies at least, just for extra preparation. And then certificates from the city of Cebu for participating at the least.
Sige.
And I'm not offering this to other clubs because
Of
I'm
course.
kind of territorial.
Yeah, Sir Richard.
Yeah. So,
Hi.
yun lang. Kuya, go ahead, Pan. Sure. I'll cook up some program after the contest na lang to be sure. But Van, napakaiutang na ko na video, and then Nico, I'll send you 5 statements or questions or table topics, and then you can just record yourself, just send it to the group ba?
Sige, Miss Chops.
Sure. Just to prep you. Okay? Okay.
Alright.
Let's pray before you leave.
Sige, Miss Chops, please go ahead.
Miss Joy.
Gone.
I've been speaking for like what, 2 hours. Jeff, please pray for us.
Si Father Jeff daw.
Father Jeff. Good.
Let's pray for Catholics. You may do the sign of the cross.
Amen.
Heavenly Father, thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. Thank you very much for the people who joined this meeting, allowing us to share our knowledge and our understanding of the word, and also bless the contestants, Lord. Grace them with knowledge, your wisdom and understanding, and allow them to be ready for tomorrow's contest. Whatever will happen, Lord, we know that you will bless them. Lord, we also ask for your protection for tonight as we go ahead and have our good night's rest. Allow us to be prepared to take on whatever challenges you may give us tomorrow. All of these things, Lord, we ask and pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right, thank you everybody. Miss Chops, it's good to see you. Hope to see you soon, maybe tomorrow for pizza, probably not, kay busy ka. Stay safe.
I'm in Malboal.
Yeah, don't party too hard, Miss Chops. Thank you, John, Jeff, my love, Van, and Van's love. We'll see you tomorrow for everyone who can make it, and Sunday for those who can't. Sige. Miss Chops, we'll wait for your chats. And for the rest, good night and God bless.
So yun na pa ko question mo.
Sige, go ahead, sorry.
Go on, sir.
Mr. President, permission to leave. Good night,
Go ahead. God
everybody.
bless, Miss Chaps.
Love you guys.
Yes, night, Miss Chaps. Thank you. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
your
Enjoy.
time.
Thank you for the
Bye.
time.
Cool.
See you
Awesome. Thank
tomorrow.
you. Bye.
Sige,
Go on,
go,
sir.
Van. Go ahead.
Akong question ni mo, sir, ba, kay kaning para sa pain in the butt na part.
Oh.
Like, unsa ang imong ma-think na common examples ani nga murag maka-relate ang all ages, guys? I don't think it's relatable.
Ang political people, kanang during sa elections,
Okay.
like, aren't they so annoying? Like, ganang BBM pa rin, kanang pink lawan.
Sige ka na, sir.
Like, they're
Katong-
universally annoying, in my opinion.
Katong freeway joke, sir, i-keep to nako or
Unsa?
kay katong driving na kon ba kay I think kato siya ang magdala ato niya kay ang ako mga actions good on stage.
Unsa nga driving?
Kato kung nag-drive niya, gi-brake check kalit niya, katong brrrt, ana nga action.
Murag katawanan siya sa tungod sa brrrt.
Oh, sir.
Pero di bitaw nako, I didn't even hear that part sa imong speech, to be honest.
Katong pag
True.
club contest dyan, sir. Nga nakuan.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Um,
pag club contest mo ni ang pinaka kusog og katawa for some reason.
Yeah, basta mga kuan, mga rage drivers.
Maybe nadala siya sa imong actions or how you verbalized it. Lahi man gud siya if kanang Zoom.
Lahi bitaw kaya. Mag-present ko ani ugma ato sa CIN test audience ika 7 AM. Ato na din ko sa
Please record ano si Miss Chappy
Yeah,
para at least
Lingon na ko ni Miss Chappy na kuya.
para at least you can send it maybe sa ato internal and see what the reaction is kay at least ba na ay actions that we can see on top of your words which is karon.
Ang
Rated na kung
kaning
compete si Jeff next year.
yay. Kuan.
Dili I think club level lang. I'll make it so maabot ako sa top 3.
Hay.
Katong canteen lady na example, sir.
Mas katawanan imong first delivery sa canteen lady. Katong naa dyan sa club contest nga canteen lady, that was the best version ni canteen lady. Kay katong nag-make fun ka sa eyebrows, katong gidrawing, damn.
Ay. Mo sa
Yeah.
na plano jud, sir, but dili mo gud na ako makita ko expression ko ron kay wa ko'y kam.
Okay ra na.
Lisod kay siya ay I think ang akong speech kay mo kuan jud siya sa akong action mo sabay sa akong action ba kay ma-remember
Yup.
sa lawas unsa ko iingon.
Yup, that's true.
Pero lisod kayo kung wala ko nag-express. So okay na ang katong pain of the mind. I-discuss brush off lang ang kid. Sa teenager kay romance and competition slight. Sa adult kay bills and a better life kay para ma-feel sa nila ang kalisod. Embarrassment.
Unsay ko mo Van? Unsay wala ba kay na share nga
Personal.
story?
Mo na akong gipangita karon, sir. Nangita ko theme nga na ako'y ma-relatean. Pero sa kaning political na discussion, sir, ba pwede ko mang name drop og kandidato.
Dili.
Dili sa.
Ayaw lang.
Ang reason nga no di ka mag name drop kay it might be funny pero basta nang insulto ka sa iyang candidate. Nya sensitive ang mga tao sa Toastmaster.
Pero color, sir, pwede.
Pwede
Color
ra,
ako eh.
pwede ra tingay color. Pero
If
ay
you're
lang
gonna mention color, all parties lang para safe.
Yay, red, blue, green.
ya red or pink ra man jud to siya good.
Di na lang ko mo specify unsa nga election. Kanang kon lang good general colors lang ba. Blue. No, green.
Green, red.
Top.
Basta okay ra siya Van basta kanang feel sa audience nga you're making fun of the election in the entirety. So basta di lang nila feel nga nang insulto ka sa ilang candidate, you're safe. Kay murag nag-talk about sa absurdity lang of the whole system ba. Same good sa imong previous speech katong about electing corrupt politician. So ang katong nag-mention ka about electing corrupt politician, wala man kay gi single out nga party. I mean even if na kay gimin. But you know, wala man.
Ay, what if iko na lang ako, sir? Ang political discussion dili limited sa election. Okay, first up, election, red, red, blue, blue, green, green. Okay, we voted for these people. What happens now? Traffic. Murag yung anak ng mga kwan ba?
Traffic. Kay mo ka man, naadjud kay ipangsulti sometimes nga punchline na unta siya, then di jud siya punchline pagka-deliver. Murag imo ra yung gisulti in passing.
Mo na,
Those are the best kind.
mo na ang natural guru, sir. Pero,
I mean, I know Jeff, it's the best kind, pero walay time
Listen,
wala man ko yung
Yeah.
time ang person to laugh during sa contest mismo. Kaya if mo katawa sila kay, di naman sila makapaminaw sa sunod. But sige lang, but akong suggestion, just be yourself. Nagadaog mo na sa club contest. Magadaog mo na sa area contest. Sige, unsa pa man other question?
kuan, sir, katong pain of the body na lang ang feel na ko need na ko anang pakuanan o suggestions for
That's the
refinement.
easiest man, di ba? Mao man ang pain of the body, like maigo, external, ouch.
Simple.
Slow burn.
Para na ako, Kuya Jeff, kay simple kay siya. Pero, if daugon ako siya sa actions, I think it would work. I don't know.
Okay, you already had the intro man, di ba? You have the skit, and that's already the initial pain of the body. Pwede rin mo siya i-re-echo na, nagsakit pa siya, nanana. Pain of the body. Since you're doing the skit.
Di ba ka, unsay, funny jud kay ito kay, sige mo react si Miss Minnie. Yang whole, ang tanan gipang sulti ni Van, murag igo mo kay si Miss Minnie.
Ayaw, sir.
Murag ang naon na lang gud ni Miss Minnie, di gud man
si Miss Priya sa dato, sir.
Si Priya sad kay nagstorya ka sa tagay. Oh my god.
Yeah, grabe ang reaction ni Miss Priya.
Kay mo ka unsay kanang, I'm not sure if appeal na siya daan sa imong kuan Vansa. Is kana kung moingon ka nga kanang what do you say after every time you get drunk? I'm never gonna drink again.
Kana day. Dili day kana. Dili magud. This is the proper politician we should be choosing.
What did you ka nakatagay Vansa? Good for you.
Dili,
Well, akong next topic ba is about drinking. So, at least you can feel my experience na lang although wala ka nakainom.
kuan, sir. Immune ko na, sir. Taas kay kog tolerance.
Sabo eh.
Wala ko
all
joke,
task
sir.
tolerance.
Kanang
Oh, props, Jeff.
Ako i-share sa tanan ng props.
Dapat live, Jeff kanang dapat live imong props. Then mo na itong gamiton after sa meeting.
imo iyabu sa mong glass kuya ba while you're speeching.
Actually, most na ako ginauna, I'll use props.
Spicy. Sige, anyway, ay na lang, i-ignore lang akong comment kaya di man siya lived experience ni Movan. But usually, inalam mo ang people nga mag-drink ka nang wasted na kayo sila, lain na kayo lang feeling the next day, niya musulti sila silang self. Di na jud ko inom. And then, magtagay ra sila the next day or the next week.
Lahi man ako experience another good. Kay, while awake, dili jud ko makakuha na. Pero, once magpaway ko kay mo tunga ang akong tendency nga mag-sleepwalk. Kay sa akong whole life, na jud ko tendency mag-sleepwalk. Night time nga adto sa sayhay nagkuan mi nga na unya nangatog na mi kana after kalis manatatog ipanisyan mi pag tug na mo kay nisudo ko sa office ni Sir Pax niya kana giduaan niya kortina pero natug ko.
Nice.
Sige dog siya git si Sir Pax ato sir nga kinsa man na So, what ko hinumduman na event niya, ilara na gichika na ko. Niya, nasa ko yung video from SL nga, duka na dyan kayo, mga 6 days, white tog. Niya, ipasayaw ko.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Good job.
Kinain ka kita, Kuya Jeff.
Na-video, YouTube.
Dili, ako isente mo, Kuya Jeff, ha.
Fitos, kuan ba kayo? Fitos now kay si Van.
Makaingon ka, Kuya Jeff, nga, halat, kinang tabukan na din ni Van karon.
Signs of prosperity.
Dili,
Oh, good.
nakatuglag tarong.
Ay, mga tug na taoy.
Kahit lang.
Kamo kay contestants ba mo?
Ay, mo sayo ra mga Di ko matug. Char.
Jeff, next year, Jeff ha, mag-contest ang pagka.
Kung makaabot ko, I'll just aim for third place or second place
Ayaw
at
ko yun.
most.
First place.
Karon kay I was aiming for third place by default lang kay wala naman si Zay naabot kong second. I was just aiming.
First place, Kuya Jeff. Nasend
Nah.
ko Kuya Jeff.
Hay.
Sayo.
Amo, di ba ba
Incorporate ni mo yung maning action sa dance. Or why not include this na lang sa imong humorous?
Actually, Kuya Jeff, kato ganing yung suggestion niya about dating.
Mm.
Trying to woo someone. When you're a teenager, what do? Get better clothes and then try to woo girls. I'm looking at you, madam. Yes, sayawan din kamay ba?
Pila
Una na ko, matog na ko.
Sige, sir, ma.
Padayon lang mo diri, God bless.
Give up na.
Okay,
Sige, sir.
mag
Good night, sir.
12:30 na. So sige, have your good night's rest na Miko. Ikaw sa Van.
Sige,
Ba,
sige,
ba,
sa after.
An ka ba?
Saban ako, Kuya Jeff.
Ga Algin.
Sige, kasama ng children.
Kasab si Juan, kasab si Van, oh, badlong.
Ayaw, sir.
Dili man sad ni para nako para nimo man sad ni. Dili kay ako sad.
Nagandam na si Jeff sa para siya mga anak ug sa iyong uyab. Para sa imo
Dili
maging.
Ano script daan mo?
Believe ko, Jeff, da. Hay. Sige, ugma na pod.
Sige, sir.
Sige.
Bye-bye. See you.
Sa imong i-send kang Miss Shopee Van, i-send na lang pod nako para can
Sa GC na ko i-send mo lang, Kuya. Para
O sige, kana.
Sige.
Unsa oras mo adto?
Unsa?
Ay, unsa mo oras mo adto?
Oh, mix. That's your...
Ako, moadto ko, mugikan ko diri mga 9, probably. Kay, I'm not sure asa bitong lugar, so magsagsaag pa ko.
Ay, pwede pahapit na lang ko sa CIT, sir.
Asa maka back gate?
Oh,
Sige.
nice. Free transport. Sige, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige, masaag ta together.
Okay.
Ngano na sa CIT 7.
Kuan, mag-present lagi ko sa akong speech. Na ko test audience ba? 50 people. Sayang kayong opportunity.
Anong sa'yo kay siya 7 a.m.?
Di ko mutuo nga na ay 50 people mutuo ng 7 eh. Sige.
Naman may event, sir, sa Hunso. 50 ang estimate nila, Aljen, if wala ka ni kuan. Pero sa ilang registrants gamay ra. Pero yeah, that's gonna be it. At least na-test audience.
Sige, matug na ta. Mao na lesson.
Sige, sir. Bye-bye.
50 people, so dili 50. Anyway, matug na ta. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Ugma, makita pa ta. Jeff, maadto ka on-site? Or sa
I don't know. Maybe the next day.
Sige.
Alright.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
See you Sunday. Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye, guys.